Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay. You're the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Story of my life.
This is simply the beginning.
Sorry, Hans, wrong guess.
There's the right way.
It's a bad idea.
Free them. Not yet. The wrong way. And there's McClane's way.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Where the hell are you going, McClane?
I know what I'm doing.
Not even God knows what you're doing.
Happy trails, Hans.
The Die Hard collection.
We get together, have a few laughs.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Movie Watchalong. I am your host, Ryan of And I Quote Channel, and on this episode, we're going to be celebrating the 35th, that's right, 35th anniversary of the action thriller classic known as Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, and a host of other great actors and actresses. I am not alone on this journey here in our virtual cinema. Please welcome our guest. First, he is a good friend of And I Quote Channel. He's a good friend to Movie Watchalong, and hey, he's been around for a bit, and we like him, so we keep bringing him back. Please welcome Austin to the stage. Austin, welcome back, my brother. How are you?
I'm old and I've seen movies. Happy to be here.
That sounds about right. But we're happy that you're with us. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be with us. And also joining us on these festivities is someone who's new, I would say, to And I Quote Channel, and she's a newcomer to this series known as Movie Watchalong. Please welcome of Back of the Cereal Box. That's right, Back of the Cereal Box, where you used to play games and other stuff like that. Aubrey's in the building. Hello, Aubrey. Welcome in. How are you?
How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be part of this. So excited that I decided to throw together a last minute thing.
Yes. Things are looking quite festive in your respective studios. So we're thankful that you are here with us. We're thankful that Austin is here with us, and we're thankful that you are here with us. Now, before we begin our featured presentation and hit the magical button known as play, we're going to give you an opportunity to queue up your copy of Die Hard, the original, on a streaming service or physical media. We're going to start at the 000 or 01 second mark. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a chance to get to know our panelists a little bit better. So, Austin, what has been your experience with Die Hard in the past?
The first time I ever saw Die Hard, and I had this memory come back to me actually watching it in the theater the other day, was a sleepover me and a few of my friends had when we were like 10 years old at my house. And my friend Gerald brought over a VHS copy of Die Hard. And he was like, guys, we got to watch this at some point. We got to watch Die Hard. And my dad, of course, had heard of Die Hard. So like he was fine with it because he remembered there wasn't really like, you know, much like sex or nudity or anything like that. It's just violence, so it's fine. They can watch that. No problem. So, you know, we put it on, and I'm pretty sure me and him were the only ones who stayed awake and watched it. Everybody else kind of fell asleep just throughout the night because he put it on at like 11 o'clock at night or something. But we stayed up and watched it. And of course, I thought it was fun, you know, because it was a rated R action movie. When you're 10 years old, you know, you're watching a rated R action movie, that's just cool in itself. It doesn't matter what it is. But then eventually, you know, probably didn't see it for a while. Maybe saw some clips on TV here and there. But when I finally started kind of getting into my movie watching and my collecting, I bought it on DVD, watched it a couple times, really kind of dug into it for a while. And then, kind of rediscovered it again once the Blu-ray set came out. And especially once the first one I ever got to see in the theater was Live Free or Die Hard in 2007. So, you know, I kind of got back into my Die Hard fandom around that time and really kind of took off from there. And yeah, it's over the years kind of become definitely one of those movies kind of in my top 100 for sure. Yeah, really good stuff.
Top 100. Wonder what else on that list. We can talk more
Lots
about
of stuff. Lots of stuff. Yeah, stuff.
We'll probably talk about that in the green room on another time and day. But before we talk more about that, because that'd be a lot of fun on a separate show. Aubrey, I'm just curious, what has been your experience with the movie known as Die Hard in the past?
It has definitely sparked some intense discussions since I was a kid. with adults even in the 90s, in the early 90s when I was, still 10 years old. I remember, people arguing, this is not a Christmas movie. This is not a Christmas movie. And to this day, this is like a very controversial Christmas movie. And I will say, later on, we can talk about whether or not we agreed on that, as, we're watching it. But I will say that I feel like it's never going to stop being that movie. I feel like it's never going to stop being the action movie that people are like, well, it's kind of Christmassy enough. It's about family, and for me, watching it with my family, I mean, come on, they're still a dysfunctional family despite, the heroes. Like, I don't want to give away. If you haven't seen it, we're going to watch it together. But my experience is I think I've seen it at least half a dozen times in different forms, whether it was on television or VHS and DVD. And I can still remember thinking Alan Rickman was dreamy.
My goodness gracious. Interesting. So, what was it? For me, and thank you both for sharing that with us. Do greatly appreciate it. So, for me, I didn't see this movie until way later on because I grew up watching all these franchise movies in what is known as, what is it called? Reverse. I watched, the sequels before I saw the original installments of their franchises. So, perfect example. Watched Last Crusade before I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom. I watched T2, Judgment Day, before I saw the original Terminator film. Yeah, I know. I did everything in reverse. And then Die Hard, I saw Die Hard with a Vengeance first. Long before I saw the original 2, which was, Die Hard, Die Hard.
Did you see like Aliens before Alien, like things like that as well?
No, I actually saw the Alien movies in order. So I saw Alien, and then I saw Aliens, and then 3, and so on. Well, no, yeah, for the most part, no. Strike that.
Reverse it.
Saw Prometheus first, then I went back and watched the original Alien movies. Aliens is still the best to this day. So there you go. Enough said. # those are the facts, not opinions. But with that being said, I finally got around to seeing Die Hard, and I didn't really think much of it at the time because I was such a big fan of Die Hard with a Vengeance. I love Die Hard with a Vengeance, still do to this day. Jeremy freaking Irons, come on, Uncle Scar, can't go wrong. But then when I saw the original 2, I realized, oh, this is interesting. The first one grew on me over time, and then the second one kind of grew on me over time too, as well. So that was my experience. I saw everything in reverse, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens with me in certain movie franchises. But ananyway, we're here to celebrate the 35th anniversary of what is known as Die Hard. So if everyone is ready and got your feature presentation ready to go, we're going to hit the magical button known as play and start watching this movie in about 3, 2, 1, and hit play. Let's watch this thing and celebrate the 35th anniversary of Die Hard. Now, if you have any thoughts about this movie, any thoughts about Bruce Willis's historic movie and television career, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if this is your first time here, welcome. And by the way, season's greetings. Got that classic.
Yeah,
no, right?
No, of course. Gordon Silver.
Gotta
Ron,
I believe it's called.
And Ron Silver production, Ron Silver, the one of the masterminds behind a lot of coke-fueled 80s action movies. And by the way, Ron Silver, if you want to know what he looks like, if you've ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he's the director at the beginning of the animated sequence that goes, cut. What the hell was wrong with that?
Really? He was that
That's
guy?
Ron Silver, yes.
Wow.
He was perfect for that role. Yeah.
Wow.
Really quick for us, Ryan. What are we at right now?
Oh, Austin, our kind
I've
gentleman.
got a little over a minute. So are you
Okay.
there? Okay, about 1:05, I think. So we should all be around the same area. Yeah. He's talking about the secrets to air travel.
Making fists with your toes.
Fists with your toes.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, the business guy on the flight.
So I'll tell you.
Was
No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say, was Ron Silver the bad guy in Time Cop with JCVD?
No. Ron Silver is a producer, but there's another guy named Ron. I forget his last name. Who played a sleazy bad guy in a lot of movies. But Silver is a. Joel Silver. I'm thinking. Okay, Ron Silver is the. Okay, I'm getting confused. Ron Silver is the actor from Time Cop. Joel Silver is the producer. Joel Silver is in Roger Rabbit. My bad. The two Silvers screw me up. Both very associated with the 80s.
Jeez.
But I was going to say, one of the great things about Die Hard throughout this movie is all these little side bits with these characters that we only see like once. But it's these little things that make the movie interesting, because this could be a throwaway scene where we just see John getting off the plane with his gun and his teddy bear and whatnot, but instead he has this cool interaction with this guy who makes his own character in 10 seconds about the fist with the toes thing, and obviously that comes back in a big way and a big setup of the movie. Obviously, our first bits of setup and payoffs, but you get so much exposition here with John McClane without saying a lot. The stuff with him being afraid of flying, and the afraid of heights. You get the stuff with
the giant
the teddy bear, so he has a family.
Smoking in the airport, guys. Smoking in the airport.
Smoking in the airport, yes, very much 80s. Smoking in the airport.
Smoking in the airport. By the way, Christina Payne is here, and she says, "Hey, everyone."
Hello.
What's up, Christina? Welcome in. Thank you for being with us. If you have any thoughts or questions about Die Hard or the careers of a lot of these actors and actresses, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. We're happy that you're here. One of the greatest years in the history of the Nakatomi Corporation.
So
very
this is the first
very 80s
thing.
excess with these suits. Very
Right, and
80s.
this is the first that we see, and very in the beginning, these huge trees and all of that beauty right there. It's a setup, right? So intense.
People wearing red and green and all those suits.
Mr. Takagi.
William Atherton.
Yeah,
He goes from playing a guy for the EPA, and then he plays a sniveling reporter.
And he's an asshole dean and real genius. He's the perpetual. There's two guys, Paul Gleason as well. We just do the credit for two perpetual assholes of the '80s in one movie.
Isn't it ironic that Hart Bochner plays Ellis, was in one of the worst movies ever made in Supergirl in '84, and then 4 years later he redeems his career with Die Hard?
But it's like the perfect role for him, and what's funny is that. John McTiernan didn't want him to play this sort of coked up and sleazy. Like he wanted him to be a little more subtle with it. But when he was doing it, but the actor wanted to do it, as big as he does, because 80s was about, some of these guys were coke fueled excess business guys. But Joel Silver, who's a coked up businessman, loved this portrayal and loved this character because he saw a lot of himself in this character. So
I mean, that's
he liked it, and he's a producer of the movie. So and it ended up working out. But he's great. His performance is excellent.
Honestly, we'll get to this later, but him just looking at Hans and then looking back at the walkie-talkie. Hey, John Boy.
Right?
On,
oh
man.
my gosh.
Yeah.
He owned that role. By the way, Derpy Entertainment is here. He says it's a Christmas movie. Good day.
Absolutely, it is. Of course, it is. And I'll give you the two main arguments as to why it's a Christmas movie. A, because John McTiernan said so. So that should be the end of argument right there. Because John McTiernan's the creative force behind Die Hard. The director of the film said it was. And B, if you play "Christmas in Hollis" by Run DMC, the greatest Christmas song of all time, you're a Christmas movie.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Derpy Entertainment, thank you for being here with us, individual. Good day. It is a good day. It's a good day to be here. It's a good day to be watching this movie with you fine people. And Bonnie Bedelia, my gosh. Beautiful looking wife in this movie. And then all of a sudden, many years later, she is the matriarch of one of the greatest family dramas of all time.
That's key, by the way. Remember, she puts the picture down. That's key for later. So it's a little subtle thing if you don't pick it up, but her putting the picture down actually saves John some heartache or some troubles. We actually have started. We are at the 5-minute 30-second mark of Die Hard right now.
Yep. Feel free to queue up your copy on a physical media or streaming service there, Derpy Entertainment. Watch the movie along with us. Share your thoughts and feelings about it in the comments or live.
John is about to meet Argyle. That's where we're at for the first time.
Argyle, I'm your limo driver.
Yeah. Argyle's great. He's awesome.
Nice bear.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
You can see throughout this movie, they're like insinuating that there might be something wrong with the couple,
No, there's a little bit, make up the spare bedroom, or they're not sure about it yet. He forgets to call from the airport.
She puts the picture down, which means she's a bit upset about that.
Yeah, and again, and even the limo ride here, we get a lot of, out through in a creative way through Argyle, kind of just poking and prodding him, just making small talk, which is what he's used to. But yeah, it's a good way to kind of get out a lot of the, because we don't have much time, to get the exposition out before stuff goes down 20 minutes into the movie. The terrorists start invading. So we got to get a lot of this, character development out pretty quickly.
I didn't know you were going to sit up front, the ladies' day off.
Yeah.
Past 6 months. You still live in New York? You always ask this many questions, Argyle.
But
expect a little chit chat.
But it's another thing we like about John is that he's not like, living to the excess of everybody else. He's going to sit up front with Argyle, just like a regular dude. Just whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sit in the back.
It's just another. It's just another car. Yeah, it's like whatever. I'm just going to sit up front and ride. And yeah, we're just going to chit chat. So, yeah, he's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who the people who were considered for this role first, way before Bruce Willis?
No.
It was like 10th
No,
in line.
tell us.
No, who was it? Were they
So
looking
the
at
very
Tom
first,
Selleck?
no, the very first person they had to consider contractually was Frank Sinatra,
What?
Wow.
because the character, this is all based on a
right.
book called The Detective and a movie called The Detective from 1968, and a character named Joe Leland. Yes, we are
Yes,
watching.
Alexis Moore, and the movie has started. We are watching it right now.
We're about coming up on 7:45 in the movie. 7:45.
Yeah, 7 minutes 45 seconds.
He just cranked up "Christmas in Hollis" by Run DMC in the limo. But anyways, yeah. So Frank Sinatra did this. Did a movie based on a book called The Detective, which is what all this whole series is based off of.
Right.
So contractually, because this is kind of a sequel to The Detective in theory, based on the same characters, they had to offer it first to Frank Sinatra. So of course he turns it down because he's in his 80s at this point, and it's like,
Well, yeah.
happen. Well, yeah, but they literally had to. And as you did, because it's they're making this in 1987. You go to Stallone, you go to Arnold, you go to
You think
yeah.
he did for real?
Oh, for real? Yeah. I mean, that's what it was. Those were the two.
John McTiernan just made Predator.
He
Prior
just
to
made Predator. Stallone is on top of the world in the 80s, with the action
Rocky
franchise with
movies.
Rambo. And
Rambo.
so, every producer goes, well, you're going to make an action movie. You go to Stallone, you go to Arnold, you go to these guys, you go to Harrison Ford, you go to Clint Eastwood. A couple of those guys that were considered, and then eventually they all turned it down, and they eventually got to Bruce Willis, who was not an action guy at this point. If people remember, this is the point of moonlighting. Bruce Willis, he's on television, he's a TV guy, he's a dramatic TV guy.
Yeah.
A little bit of comedy. He done comedies, Blind Date. He done weird little quirky movies, and so much so that when they marketed this movie, if you go back and watch the original trailers, he's barely in the trailer. Very quick shots. Because the audience was booing him being in the movie. They were into Arnold. They were into Stallone.
They
were
weren't
into
sure
Harrison
if
Ford.
I was gonna make
They
it.
weren't sure if he was going to be an action hero, and if
The
it was
rest
going
is
to work.
history.
But that's why this movie works, is because he's not Arnold. He's not
He's just a
Stallone.
regular guy.
He's just a cop. He's just a regular. He's not a special forces guy. He's not a
He's just
superhuman. He's just a
cop.
dude.
Yeah,
Yep.
by the way, Derpy Entertainment goes on to say that it is, in fact, true, Austin. I only knew that because of the Netflix documentary series, The Movies That Made Us, which I highly recommend seeing for everyone.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get back on. There's a lot of things I need to see on Netflix. The
Yes.
Movies That Made Us is just the tip of the iceberg,
Yeah.
including the episode about Die Hard. I gotta watch that, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh, she doesn't use her married name. She uses
Yeah.
another name.
Gennaro.
Gennaro with a G.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
30th floor. They're the only ones in the building. Take the express elevator until you hear the noise.
But again, the great thing this movie does is set up location. Location is very important. Geography is very important. We always kind of know where everybody is. We set up the primary locations, and there's really, even though we're in this big building,
Which is a
there's really
huge building.
it's a huge building. We're only gonna really have 6 or 7 kind of primary locations. We have this lobby, we have the parking garage, which we get a
Yes.
little bit of. We have obviously the 30th floor, the main floor of the party. We get the under construction floor that he runs around in for a little while. We get the roof. The roof is very important. And we kind of get the elevator shaft and the stairways. And that's really most of it. And then a little bit of that, the mechanical room that he runs around in with the fans and whatnot, and some of the electrical systems, but and the vault room. It's really bad. But really, again, even though it's this big building, we stick to primary locations to where we always know kind of where people are, where they're running around. And that's very important for a movie like this to know exactly where our characters are at all times.
Champagne, sir? Yeah. Not a fan of the champagne, though.
Yeah, right.
Well, he isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. They got a string quartet. They got the holiday tree. All these people dressed.
Yeah, but look at those waterfalls, like all the stuff they have in the lobby here. Yeah.
This is 100% a corporate event.
Oh yeah.
Like,
corporate,
no
yeah,
doubt.
big time.
No doubt.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. He's like, nope, no thanks. Don't want it. Put it back on the tray.
The Nakatomi Plaza is a real place, by the way. You can go visit.
Oh, it is a legit place?
Well, I mean, these are sets right here, but like the actual building, like you can go visit in Los Angeles. You can go visit the Nakatomi Plaza. Like it is a real place.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I cut you off. I'm good. Good.
So I was thinking there was this really cool character in the limo driver. I'm like, I recognize that face. So the actress Deborah White. He was first in the Jeffersons and the Little House on the Prairie.
He was on Head of the Class in the 80s and 90s.
No
in the
kidding.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
He was in the Blues Brothers.
Yep.
Really?
So this actor, I'm like, wow, you know
He's
what?
been
I
around.
didn't even, he used to he did the Blues Brothers where he played a role of the young Ray Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Like this actor's got some chops on him for some stuff. So I'm gonna have to look this one up.
Yeah.
Gennaro on the door, Ryan. Yeah.
I noticed that.
You missed a little bit.
Well, what the door say? Oh, well, yeah.
I'm saying Gennaro on the door. He's just seeing she's all in on it. But yeah, no, I like John's little. You missed a spot.
You missed a spot. Yeah. Can I get you anything? Food, cake, some watered down champagne. No, thank you. I'm fine. Throw quite a party. Give me Liz to celebrate Christmas. We got you a tape back.
Pearl Harbor joke. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too soon, but dang.
And Ellis is such a suck up because he's heard this joke before, and yet he still like overly laughs. So, he goes out of his way to just be like this kiss ass and be this little, little weasel that he is. They start off so nice here, like you think they're gonna make it up, and then John just has to like screw it up, man. that's what's
bit of
great
an
about
argument,
this. Yeah. But I mean, they start off so well here, like they're happy to see each other. It's been a while.
Show them the watch later.
Yeah.
Go on,
right?
show them the watch.
Yeah, that attitude with he did such a good job.
What are you
You
embarrassed?
want to smack him,
Oh yeah. Well, but the great things, Aubrey, is we're at. Sorry, I'll give you another time code.
Yeah,
Here.
Derpy Entertainment's asking all these intriguing
I
questions.
got you. We just passed the 14-minute mark. We're at the 14-minute mark. We're literally, if you're watching the movie, we're just seeing the first bit of the truck that's about to pull up with the terrorists.
Pacific Courier is
Pacific Courier truck just turned the corner. So we're at 14:15 or 14:20 here. So I like Live Free Die Hard as well. I will defend.
I like
that
it
movie.
too. I like it too.
I will defend
like
that movie as well.
Part 4.
It's John McClane versus technology. I like it.
And it's got Raylan Givens as the bad guy. So
Yep. And I like
Timothy
Justin Long as well. I like Justin Long as well. He's good.
Justin, I wish Justin would do stuff like more.
He's a horror guy right now, man. He's the king of horror.
Yeah.
He's in every other horror movie
I wish he
right now.
would do more dramatic stuff like Live Free or Die Hard because he was so good in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously him, and then the little bit they had at the end there with what's her name, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Lucy. I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
You'll be in the
But
car.
see, they're making small talk. They're making chit chat. Like things.
They
Things
look
are,
so comfortable, right?
no, they're chit chatting. They're she's offering the room, and then he just
Kids would love to have you at the house.
He can't help himself but take the dig at the Gennaro thing. You know what I mean? He just can't help himself, and it just starts the whole argument. Yeah.
She's like, I would too.
Mm-hmm. No, she's sincere in that. I believe her. Up. No, look how we're gonna make a little hanky panky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, she's being honest, and he doesn't even.
He's not listening. He's not. He's not. Yeah. He's so hung up on everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, there it comes.
Use your married name, so when you're married,
she didn't miss your name though.
Anyway.
Yep.
Why did you have to get hung up on something so petty?
Because that's what guys do. You have to understand. We say stupid stuff like this, but what the great thing is about his character though is that after this thing is over, and most of this by the way was improv. This conversation.
Oh, really?
Yes, most of this was not in the script. They just kind of improv back and forth and went with it. But yeah, it's the stuff when after she leaves, when he's like talking to himself, just like, why'd you say that, John? You idiot! Just like it's
immediately regretting it.
It's such of a guy there, just like, why the hell? Like you want to stop yourself, but you just can't. You just say the dumb thing you didn't want to say. That's great.
We should say something to the troops. All right.
Yeah.
Speech time. Just give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. By the way, Derpy Entertainment says, just remember, Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down is just Die Hard for everyone.
Olympus Has Fallen, I will contend, is the best Die Hard movie of the 2010s, though.
I mean, Olympus Has Fallen's a good one. Yes, White House Down I didn't even bother with because I heard
it's not as good, but Olympus Has Fallen I will contend is a good Die Hard movie, better than the actual Die Hard movie that came out in the 2010s. A Good Day to Die Hard. So yes, way better.
Yeah.
But I like Olympus Has Fallen a lot. I think that movie's really, really solid. I like that
Olympus
movie.
Has Fallen's a good that could be a fun turn your brain off.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of Die Hard clones. I mean, Under Siege and Sudden Death. There's
Sudden Death. Yeah.
Air Force One. That's Harrison Ford.
Dude, Air Force One is so good though.
But
Air Force One is so good.
Every action hero has their Die Hard movie. So
I love Air Force One. Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good movie. We could talk about that one all day. Get off my plane.
Oh yeah.
You know. Oh, boy.
I just have to wonder what this guy at the desk was thinking when he was letting them in. Like, he's looking at him like,
yeah, why did you let him in? Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, well, he buzzes him because he has to buzz him in, right?
Why
no, they just going through
I guess.
What kind of doors are those called? I don't remember.
Yeah, the rotating doors.
The rotating doors. Thank you. Jeez.
So fast.
Is there a
boom, boom.
It's like, hey, we're in. All right, copy that.
Poor
Alexander Gutenoff is cold-blooded.
Oh man!
But the way this is really kinetic. This whole sequence, though, the way it just flows with them pulling up, the smoothness of the thing.
They go right into their
plan. Up, they pull right up. They lower the door. Boom, boom, boom.
And they're good at their job.
No, they're very organized.
And they prepared for this. Like they
are efficient. They are efficient. They are smart.
Mm-hmm.
The way they take these guys out this quickly, the flashbang. Boom.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just left. They've done their job. And then the rest of them, take care of the rest of the job. Because it was so smooth in the beginning. And then...
But this is one of the great sort of villain entrances here. I mean, they all come out of the truck.
Look at that trench coat. Look at that trench coat.
Right?
And then, Hans Gruber, boom, front and center.
Look at that. He's the center of the room right there.
Oh, yeah.
Just walking up with that trench coat. He's like, hey, this is my plan. I know what I'm doing.
And that fluffy hair.
Fluffy, whatever it's called, type of hair. I don't know what you want to call it. But hey, it happens to be Alan Rickman's style for this particular film. By the way, for those of you just wondering what the Bantha Fodder is going on, this is the 35th anniversary celebration, watch-along, I should say, of the 1988 classic known as Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis. And by the way, our hearts go out to Bruce Willis and his family. Bruce Willis is struggling incredibly right now with dementia, but Bruce,
we're thinking of you.
We
love you, Bruce.
We want you and your family to be good and well this holiday season. Speaking of holiday season,
right?
But someone has and by the way, if you're just joining us, feel free to keep a copy on what is known as a physical media or a streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Share your thoughts and feelings about it, whether it's about this movie or some of the other films in the franchise.
The lighting in that moment. Sorry.
No, it's cool. Doors open and Hans Gruber's like, yeah, we own this.
So many good villains coming out of that elevator.
Yeah, we are a few seconds away, Ryan, from the 20-minute mark, right on the dot. So,
thank you.
Yeah, we are. The terrorists are running their plan here pretty smoothly.
Robbers. We don't say the other word, but anyway, just throwing that out there. By the way, Derby Entertainment has a very interesting question. I don't know if anyone wants to answer this though. Derby Entertainment says, "I know that remakes don't often work, which is true. But if you remade franchises, what movie would it be, and how would you do it?" Man, we could be here all day discussing that.
That's too big of a question to ask any one of us.
Way too broad.
Wait, you're thinking about it. I see you thinking about it. You have
I don't think any movies or franchises are completely untouchable. It depends on how you do it and approach it. But there are those movies where it would be difficult to do something better than the original. But there are remakes that I defend that I think are at least as good. Some are better. There are those rare instances where there are some remakes that are better than the original. It happens, mostly in the horror genre, actually. Action genre maybe not so much. I like the RoboCop remake, but it's not better than the original.
True.
Things like that.
I did like the remake.
They're playing with his toes. I mean,
he's doing the thing from the beginning, but this is key because obviously what happens? He gets caught without his shoes on, and he doesn't get to throw them back on.
What's it called? Fist with your toes. Derby Entertainment says Hans Gruber is one of the greatest villains ever in cinema history. Rest in peace to the great Alan Rickman.
No, he's in that conversation
Alan
for sure.
Will be missed.
Yeah,
definitely.
No, definitely. he's got two of the great, sort of villains. I mean, he has a redemption, but this and Severus Snape for sure. Two of the greats.
I
So-
know.
I mean,
I
don't
know.
forget Dr. Lazarus from Galaxy Quest.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, how could you?
I mean, can't
I
forget
mean,
about that one. By Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged.
It was amazing. He was amazing in that role. I agree.
Hey, Alex, where are you going? To see if there's a pub. I mean, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It's Galaxy Quest. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Anyway, by the way, Derby Entertainment says he's in shock because I forgot about Galaxy Quest. Well, you shouldn't
How
have.
could you forget about me?
I'll tell you what, Derby Entertainment, when this movie is over, when you're done celebrating the greatness that is Die Hard, you need to go back and watch Galaxy Quest. Okay?
Yes.
That's what you need to do
Yes.
after this feature presentation.
How about the voice of God in Dogma?
Right?
Yeah,
An unending role. An unending
Yeah,
role forever.
Right.
Galaxy Quest, that's an underrated film. You're darn right it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Galaxy Quest is severely underrated.
Galaxy Quest celebrating an anniversary next year, aren't they? Right?
Is it?
1999? Was it 99?
I thought it was 2000.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 99.
I'm going to Google that because I think you might be...
Maybe.
Okay, so they're in the elevator right now.
Yeah.
Oh, here it goes.
1999. Oh, baby, it's on the Blu-ray.
All right,
25th
okay.
anniversary next year. Galaxy
Oh,
Quest.
baby. Good thing I have that one on DVD. Yes, we will. We will do our best here at Movie Watch Along.
Machine gun fire. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
25th
Okay. I'm going to show it ahead of time. I don't care. I'm showing it ahead of time.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho.
Look at Aubrey's outfit, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I have a machine gun. Cause.
Yeah, and for anybody who can't read mine, I apologize. Since Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie.
It's a fair statement, by the way.
Yes.
Yours doesn't look backwards. Mine does.
Yeah.
Oh,
by the way,
movies. Anyway.
Austin, I may need to get that same shirt that you're wearing, so I don't have to wear an ugly
Yes.
Christmas sweater.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I don't do the ugly Christmas sweater thing, but I'll do a T-shirt that looks like.
Where did
one.
you get the shirt again?
I just get these on Amazon.
Nice.
When I'm in the mood for a movie shirt, I just type in the movie plus T-shirt and just see what's out there. You know.
Just advertise for Amazon. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Hashtag not sponsor.
Yeah.
If they want to be, give me a call.
Yeah.
By the way, Derby Entertainment says they got guns. We're rich, yell and panic. Everybody, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like there would be some panic initially, before everything kind of calms down. You don't
Derby
know if people
Entertainment says he loves your shirt.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, which
Both?
one are you referring to? Derby Entertainment? Are you referring to
This is
both of them, or are you
homemade.
just
I like
referring to
that.
Austin's?
I like
Yeah.
Austin's. This one's homemade. I couldn't find one like this.
No, hey, there's nothing wrong with a nice homemade T-shirt.
Aubrey made her shirt from scratch, so.
Arts and crafts last second, guys.
Respect.
Which he does. Excuse me. That's the finger painting of this gentleman.
There's a lot of what do you call it? There's a lot of creativity being used here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
The distraction.
He's got his
Ladies and gentlemen.
black book. He's got his black book on.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I know that voice. Not that we can hear it right now, guys. You can hear it. We are definitely.
Yeah. I just have the subtitles on
Yeah.
my phone.
Yeah,
So,
I have the subtitles on my DVD player right now. So
Yeah.
you're gonna be taught a lesson in the real use of power. You will be
Use
with
of power.
No. Where
I
is
think it's
Mr.
actually
Takaki?
tough to listen to silent. I won't lie. I miss the voices that much.
Well, we're just being respectful to the studios. That's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I get it. Okay, so that actor right there, he
Yes.
plays the boss, right?
Mhm.
Remind
Yeah.
me of his character.
Yes.
Takagi. Mr. Takagi.
So Mr. Takagi actually plays in a musical called Flower Drum Song.
Really?
And he does dancing and singing, and he's amazing, guys.
No
So if
kidding.
you haven't seen the very complete Asian cast, by the way, complete Asian cast, which has never been heard before in a lot of situations, and that period of time, we're talking about late 70s, okay? That was unheard of, right? Full cast, Flower Drum Song, music, singing, dancing. He is amazing in that movie, the actor who plays this man. So check it out if you haven't seen it. I do love musicals. And I own that DVD. DVD, is that what you call it? I'm hooked. That's like an every year watch for me.
We'll have to take that under advisement. Derby Entertainment says you don't know the power of the Rickman voice.
I
No, we
know.
don't.
It's so ooh, tingles.
Mhm.
By the way, it's funny that Hans brings up that Takagi was in an internment camp, and there's some, it's kind of a World War II connection because James Shigeta, the actor, was in several World War II movies, playing Japanese admirals and whatnot.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's one called Bridge to the Sun. So there you go.
He's a very good actor.
Yeah, he's a very good actor.
Nice.
Yeah, he did a lot of TV stuff. He popped up in
John
Perry
Phillips.
Mason and Hawaiian Five-0.
Oh my God, Hawaiian Five-0. Check him out.
Hawaiian Five-0.
Oh, H50. That's
Way
right.
back in the day, man.
Oh yeah. Good times. Good times.
As much as I could talk about men's fashion, industrialization, I'm afraid work gets in the way. Yeah. Oh, they've got big
The
weapons.
thing that still boggles my mind to this day, even though I've seen this movie enough times already, is the fact that this guy is walking around with no shoes,
Mm.
I know.
no socks,
Construction.
no
He was in a
shirts,
construction area
no
with
suit.
no
Like,
shoes.
he's not wearing anything except a pair of pants and a tank top. That is it.
Yeah, but he's not stupid. What's the first thing he does with the first guy he takes out? He checks the shoes. To see
Yeah,
if
of
they
all,
fit.
of all the guys in this movie, he
Yeah.
gets guys with the shoe size that's smaller than his sister.
Right.
I
Yeah.
know. It's so how.
I've always enjoyed making models when I was a boy. The exactness, the attention to every conceivable detail. Yes,
I agree with the character.
I can't help it. If I have the subtitles on, I know what's coming.
Right.
I'm just saying, if any Warhammer fans are watching, there's flocking right there. I know what flocking is. Flocking is amazing. I've made vines with flocking and yarn.
Have you?
Yep. Arts and crafts with Warhammer.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Never mind. I could talk about industrialization, men's fashion all day long, but I'm afraid work must improve. And my associate here has some fill in the blanks questions, actually.
Yeah, if you will.
Yeah, if you will. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blank question.
When you get a phone call and you're live, hi, whoever you are, I can't answer you right now, but thank you. You can call back later.
Yeah.
Watch the podcast, then call me.
As they tell us at the beginning of the what do you call it? Theater presentation, they say, please silence all cell phones.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
I answer every scam call I get. It's fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do you ever pull like a crank yankers on them?
Sort of. I just play dumb and ask really stupid questions for like 10 minutes till they hang up on me. Because the only way to get them for you to get off their list is for them to take you off the list, and they get sick of you. So I just play dumb and ask really stupid questions. So
Really?
the first thing you ask if you ever get an extended warranty call, when they ask for your information on the thing, which by the way, if they were legitimate, they would already know your information about your car, is you say which car, and it throws them off.
Right. Which car?
Which car?
That's true.
Because then they ask you to list all, and I'm like, well, yeah, but I mean, obviously, you called me about the one. You tell me which one is low on the warranty, and either that or give them a model that doesn't exist, like a 2014 Ford Ranger.
Nice.
2014 Ford Ranger. Wow.
Because they stopped making Rangers in 2009 and then started back up in like 2018. So give them one that doesn't exist.
Oh, dude, serious? Man, you know your cars.
Yeah,
Dang.
and then or give them a tell them a
weird story.
A 09 Ford Model T, as in 1909 Ford Model T.
Okay, can I just point out that at this point in the movie, he's solid. Like, okay, so first of all, let me just mention that, Bruce Willis is in my favorite movie of all time, Fifth Element. And he also has a gun in that. I don't know if that has any connection to do with it or anything, why I love this movie. But I will say that right there is the pinnacle of the story, that he could just like, everything is just done. Already done. If you could just, but we would miss out on all of the lovely stuff that happens.
You mean if he tried to shoot Hans right here?
Yep, just done.
Okay. Right.
Just take him out. You just like in Fifth Element.
Cobandalas, multipass.
Well, I just think it's one of those things where he's trying to figure out what they're here for as well, and like if they're intending
they're
to.
here for the money, but he won't.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know that yet. They don't really know that.
Yeah, but he doesn't know the code because it changes so frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takagi. I'm talking about Takagi now. I'm talking about that character.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. You just have to kill me. Okay. Boom.
Yeah.
He's done. We'll do it the hard way. Tony
Oof.
Seaford.
Right. Oh,
That.
we
Oh,
lost
look,
that
they had
actor too soon in that movie.
They had a side bet going on too.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't
So
going to say
crazy.
anything.
Crazy. What's his name? Clarence Gilliard Jr. plays Chuck Norris's best friend on Walker for like 20 years. Which, by the way, that show should not have run for that long. And then he before that, he plays Sunshine in Top Gun with Maverick. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, he plays Sunshine.
Oh.
He plays Sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
In
I
the
didn't even
original Top Gun.
realize.
And then he plays this. So he plays a good guy in one movie, and then he plays a bad guy 2 years later. It's amazing.
By the way, do you guys know what Alexander Gutenov's background is? The main henchman, Carl. He was a ballet dancer.
Get out of here.
Wow.
So that's why when he throws those kicks and stuff later, how nimble he is and flexible he is. That's why it pays to have a ballet dancer that can do those jumping kicks and throw his legs all over the place and do all the acrobatic stuff. Like, yeah, he's a legit athlete. Yeah.
What?
That makes sense.
Let me see. Let me see. Something that's in the works. Derpy Entertainment goes on to say, I think the one movie that needs a remake is apparently within the works is Clue. The original is absolutely fantastic, but apparently he says it needs him on a reboot with Ryan Reynolds, who can't act his way out of a paper bag, apparently, is making it happen. I'm not sure. Is Ryan Reynolds? Is he
I
working
think
on
Ryan might actually do a good job, depending on the role he plays. There's a lot of characters in there that are completely off and ridiculous.
The problem with Ryan Reynolds is since
he plays
Deadpool,
himself. He's literally
it's since Deadpool. He's only played Deadpool in all of his movies,
and that's what he is. That's all he is. It's Deadpool. Right. He plays the same character in every movie.
Does he?
I mean, for the most part, he does. I mean, the only time I've ever seen him take anything seriously in life, by the way, Ryan, is Buried, the indie film that from many years ago. That was great. Definitely Maybe with Abigail Breslin. That was a dramedy, but I don't mind his comedy chops in that because it was a dramedy. It was a mixture of two different genres, which is fine. Mm-hmm. And then he did another serious film. I can't remember the name of it. And then after that, he just kind of vanished. And I'm like, Ryan, what have you done to yourself? He's like, I've become Deadpool. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, Ryan, that doesn't cut it for me. And then he walked out, and then we never became friends again. So.
An action movie, I think, could be remade just because I think the premise is still intriguing, and I don't know if they fully exploit it. Even though I like the original movies, The Running Man, and it's always been talked about. But I think The Running Man would make a good one. Yeah.
Now, Plain Zero.
I think you could make an update to The Running Man, and it would work. Because you could update the.
He had to split.
Yeah. Well, that movie's fun.
That movie is weird. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's fun at the same time. And plus, you got one of the greatest game show hosts of all time,
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson, thank you, from Family Feud.
Yeah,
so
he's great.
He says, "Drop dead. I don't do requests." I mean,
I'll be back only in a rerun.
It's really ridiculous, but I had a bit of fun with Running Man, just a little bit of fun with that. But yeah, it's not one of Arnie's best movies, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Derby Entertainment says regarding the Clue remake or / reboot, he says I would get a bunch of comedic actors. That's okay. That makes sense. That makes all laugh. Well, that's fair.
But that's what they did last time. 90% of the people in the Clue were comedians. I think there was like two serious.
Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd.
Exactly, and they were considered comedic actors.
Michael McKean was in there.
What's her name from Blazing Saddles? Madeline Kahn.
Yep.
Madeline Kahn. Thank you.
Yeah.
She was frequenting the comedy movies.
Oh yeah. She's in Young Frankenstein also. She's in.
Oh really? She was in that one too.
So good in Young Frankenstein. I agree.
I didn't know she was in that one.
She's in What's Up, Doc, which was her first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. See, I got to go back and watch some of these things, Austin, because I'm not overly familiar with some of these titles.
What's Up, Doc is great. It's a Peter Bogdanovich comedy. It's a throwback to old screwball comedies of the 40s. It's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
I'll have to mark. I'm gonna have to mark that one down or send me a link to it. But anyway, for those of you wondering what's going on here, even though this great conversation about different filmographies of different actors and actresses has kind of gone off the rails, we're here to celebrate what is known. Excuse me. We're here to celebrate what is known as the 35th anniversary of Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis and company. If you want to cue your copy on what is known as a physical media or a streaming service, we are currently at the...
We are at the 36:15 mark. Yeah, we're up in the unfinished floor, and Carl's brother is about to open fire on John McClane as they discovered him after pulling the fire alarm.
He's
Thank
quite
you.
blonde and handsome. Those glasses, those aviators, those are coming back, man. Those are back.
Oh yeah.
Well, we know what Aubrey's thinking about at this moment. But if you want to watch the movie along with us, please feel free to do so and share your memories of this movie. Or hey, by the way, what are some of your favorite Bruce Willis or holiday movies? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and share this with all of your closest friends. And I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for being with us. If this is your first time here, season's greetings. We're happy that you're with us.
One of the other Bruce Willis action movies, if you have not seen it, super underrated. Tony Scott movie written by Shane Black. If you haven't seen The Last Boy Scout, Last Boy Scout is great.
That's true.
Really, really
Didn't I
good.
see a clip of that?
It's really, really good. I think I might have played it on Seen and Heard. It's a clip of that. Yeah.
It was either you or somebody else. Like
I did.
watched a clip on YouTube.
Okay, his comment that's what my captain keeps telling me. So we you know, he's got issues.
Breaking the we know he has issues. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What are you anyway? You a policeman. You can't shoot me. Policemen have rules. Yeah, so my captain keeps telling me.
Yeah.
We have rules, man.
Yeah, what rules?
Dude, he just took that guy down the stairwell.
Shoeless Joe got no rules here. I mean, but the pain of watching this. Yeah, this shoeless.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
So you know, well, yeah. I mean, you want to
because that's a reference to the 1989 movie that turns a very healthy-looking 35 years young next year with Field of Dreams.
Ooh, that's true. Field of Dreams. Oh, that is a never-ending movie. It will live
by the way,
forever.
Aubrey, I think what you're trying to say to our great audience out there is that movie is endlessly rewatchable.
That's true. Yes, definitely.
You mean like Die Hard?
Yeah. That's another perfect example. So yes, we will be doing. More than likely, we're going to be doing a 35th anniversary of what is known as Field of Dreams next year.
So who cannot love these old computers and how easy it is to hack in different ways and how not easy it is.
How to just type random things on a keyboard and bring up different processes. Click. Yeah. You bet your ass I wish to proceed.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's like what I'm trying to think was I don't know about 1988. Maybe this was a year or two before that.
Here's the scene. It is a sweater. For the record, folks, a lot of people have said it was a sweatshirt. That is a sweater that he is wearing. The sweater that ends up getting this phrase on it, right here. Now I have the machine gun.
Feet smaller than my sister.
Yeah.
So tiny. Oh, look, the poor guy.
Looked at Santa Claus. He's got that smirk on his face.
All right, we have arts and crafts time coming. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, John McClane.
He just pushed the button on the elevator, by the way. It's like, hey, you're going to the 30th floor, and I'm going somewhere. Going up there. Yeah, going up there. Where's he at now? 32nd floor. Thank you.
Yes.
He's got the stick that's trying to flip it over. Oh, there it goes.
Oh my goodness.
So he goes to the 32nd.
Your hands should be much more slippery right now. I'm just saying.
Look at this. It amazes me. He's able to do this with a tank top and a pair of pants.
And a screwdriver.
And a screw, well, among other things, yes. I wanted this to be professional.
No Doctor Who, no Doctor Who, though.
Not a lot to ask. Alas, Mr. Kage did not see it that way, so he will not be joining us for the rest of his life.
What is he eating right now? Is he having a pastry? Is he eating a pastry in front of him? I think he is contemplating their death and eating a pastry.
He could be.
Only Alan Rickman.
Ding! Hello.
From this angle, it looks like a croissant or something.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho.
He got a little famished in the middle of recording.
Is it a croissant, though? Oh, look, it's Aubrey's t-shirt. Woman just screamed. What's going on in the elevator? What's in the elevator? Get them back.
Oh, you know what? And there's some of us who watched this so young, we thought that was a doll as a kid.
Yeah.
Some of us did not realize that was a human. It looked.
By the way, that's not. He doesn't write it with blood. That's clearly a marker, though.
It looks like marker, but everybody says he didn't have a marker.
No, but there might have been a marker up in the office area. In the unfinished office
he was on that floor. He was looking at the phone, and there were pens.
There were pens and stuff in there.
Yeah,
They'll
I
put some
think.
stuff in the little bucket there, right by the phone. Yeah,
True.
because the guys are drawing the plans and stuff. He's probably got a red marker drawing plans. Yeah, they had the
He had a red
blueprints
marker.
stuff out there. Yeah, there's a red marker up there.
I looked
No.
at that shirt over and over, like his finger's not that small. His fingers are
it's a
bigger than
it's a
that.
How
See, he's got a
called-
marker in his hand right now. See, he's got another different one. He's got a different Sharpie. He just had a
It's
red one and a
it's
black one.
Sharpie. It's a Sharpie. By the
Yeah,
way.
he said
See what
too.
he's using? There it is. It's a Sharpie right in your face.
Yeah.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's where Aubrey got the idea for this lovely outfit she's wearing for this evening's festivities.
Yes.
It's
Ho, ho, ho.
great.
Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
In the words of Charles Dance in that great underrated movie Last Action Hero, it's great, isn't it? It is. Which, I'm sorry we didn't do a 30th anniversary for you Last Action Hero. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel bad.
I love Last Action Hero. Also
I
written by Shane Black, and it's aged very well.
Austin and I can sit here and talk about that movie all day for sure.
I love that movie. Yeah.
Well, when the 35th anniversary comes up, you and I will be sitting here doing it. So
Yep.
we just got to wait 5 years, which is a long way off. But hey,
Oh well. There's plenty to do with the anniversaries of the great years of 1999,
84,
1994, 84.
89.
There's some great movies
That
all those
picture
years.
of the porn right there as he's walking
yeah.
by.
Right.
Like, why was that even necessary, man?
Because it's
Like,
a
I don't
little
even
human. No,
understand
here's
that.
why it's necessary. Because then you realize that there are workers around on these floors and whatnot. Those probably
got
just a
nothing
picture
better
of some construction guy that was there earlier in the day, and it also
We
is
all
just.
had that uncle too. That
But it's a
had
little
them.
human guy. He takes a second to look at the picture of the lady on the locker, or the wall, or
lovely
whatever.
lady is the term I was looking
Yeah,
for.
the lovely lady.
Completely nude though, completely topless. You wouldn't see that in a movie that wasn't rated a certain thing nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best things about this movie is the practical effects.
Yeah, I miss practical effects. in
I
a
know,
lot
I
of
really
movies.
do, because this movie just
Well,
works so
okay,
effectively.
and not so much. People use practical effect. I miss practical sets and lack of, there's too much green screen in movies.
Way too much.
Again, this movie doesn't have like really any green screen. It's all
really.
again practical locations, practical
They
sets.
made sets. Right?
Yeah, practical
made
stuff
sets.
all over the place. Real stunt work.
Real
That's
stunt work,
the movies that hold up are the ones that use all the stuff practically, and those are the ones that hold up over the years and still look great, feel great.
This is
So,
So what number are you at right now? I think I got delayed.
Oh.
okay.
timestamp, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you have, Ryan? I want to make sure we're all lined up.
I'm on a portable DVD player, so I don't have access to those numbers.
Okay. I'm at about the 44-minute mark. So,
There you go. 44
44?
minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just a few seconds backwards, so that works.
That's all right.
It's okay. I mean, we're all in and around.
It's all we're in roughly the same
in
area.
and around the same ballpark.
As
For
long
those
as
of you
we're
just joining us-
roughly in the same. Yeah. Well, he's making the call on the radio right
Yeah.
now, basically.
I'll handle
So,
it. Give me a
Got
second.
it. Mayday.
Uh,
I'm at Mayday. Yeah.
Attention,
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
you are. This channel is reserved for emergencies only.
That's your no fucking shit, lady. That's all I don't want to pizza.
That sound like I'm ordering a pizza.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, he's so great on all the radio banter that he does with the dispatchers that he obviously does with
That's
Al.
like half of the
Al
movie.
later.
Robinson.
It's so great.
Robinson.
Yeah, that's what makes this movie so memorable. Is like it's so
so
relatable.
good.
He's so great.
Sir, I've already told
Yeah,
you.
come down here and fucking arrest me. I don't
This is a reserved channel.
Right.
If this is an emergency, you need to call what is known as 911. Otherwise, I'm going to report this
FCC
as an
violation.
FCC violation.
Fine, report me. Come the
Fabio.
fuck down here and arrest me.
Fabio.
Come the fuck down here and arrest me.
Come down here and arrest me.
Mhm.
And then
I'm
look
just
like-
saying, from a perspective, the hairband look from all of these villains is amazing.
Oh, it's glorious 80s.
They could
Yeah,
all
great.
be European
80s,
models.
Aubrey.
Oh yeah,
It's
so
80s.
80s. It's the 80s.
It's pure 80s nostalgia.
Even Bonnie Bedelia's hairdo is very, very 80s as well.
Oh, it's 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yay, it's Al.
Look at it. Look at all those Twinkies. Woo!
Hey, Twinkies.
Dude, I used to eat those a lot as a kid. Did
Not a
anyone
big
else
fan.
here eat
Not a big
Twinkies?
fan. Not a big fan of the Twinkie. Actually, I'm more of a zebra cake kind of
What
guy.
about you, Aubrey? You eat Twinkies? You ever had Twinkies?
Oh, I haven't had a Twinkie since I was like maybe 18. To be honest, I am a Swiss roll girl.
I like Swiss rolls. Yes, nutty buddy,
like
Swiss rolls and zebra
Peel
cakes. Those are
the
my
chocolate
jams.
out the outside,
Yeah.
and then slowly unroll it and eat it.
But the great Reginald Vell Johnson, who made a career being a cop in everything he ever did.
I know.
All
Yes.
both diehards, Family Matters.
Even Ghostbusters, he's a prison guard. Remember
Yep.
Ghostbusters? The
Mayor
mayor wants to see you.
guys.
That's
The whole
true.
town's going crazy. I
There you go.
got a meeting with the mayor. The mayor wants to see you.
Yeah. So no, he made a career on this, man. It's great. But he's on. He's really good. Like, I don't know if he gets enough credit for his role in this. He's really, really good, and he kind of
He
brings
is.
like the kind of heart of the movie. His back and forth with John. This movie was more
100%.
about it.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
humble about it too in interviews. He's really humble about it. How grateful he is to have that role.
Well, I mean, he got his Family Matters stuff off of this, and then they did Family Matters for 10 years, so he got a 10-year TV career off this movie essentially. And he's really, really good, and he's great. So yeah, I mean, good for him, man. He's had a good career.
He's had voiceover roles, right?
He's older now, but he still does voiceovers. He acts occasionally. He pops up in like side roles and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't work as much because he's an older guy now. But
the slow walking with the gun pointed up, like I'm going to intimidate you as I walk closer and closer. And you could shoot him. It would be okay. But
yeah,
intimidation tactics with big guns. It's okay.
Good enough brought up big guns. He brought out the Spaz 12. Everybody else just has regular old HKs.
And the amount of beat up that this guy gets in this movie, and he seems unfazed. The lack of shoes, the blood, he's broken.
Well, I mean, he gets beat up. I mean, he shows it later. Like, the amount of damage he takes, like, it takes a toll on him. Like, I mean, it all comes to a head. Obviously, we haven't got there yet, but the bathroom scene where he's beat up and broken, and he's exhausted, and I mean, of course, if you see, that's a great testament to the practical and the makeup, though, as well as they have to keep up with his damage that he takes essentially throughout the movie, and they have to match that continuity-wise from scene to scene.
I will say the continuity on his wife beater.
Yeah, it varies. It gets very, very gray, and then it kind of goes back to being a little lighter later. Yeah, that's.
And then there's blood, but there's not as much blood.
That one was harder. They get his makeup on his face and his wounds pretty good, but his the wife beater is the one thing that kind of fluctuates. But again, you're having fun. It's not that big a deal. So
I'm sorry. Touch the booty base for good luck as he runs through.
I know. No, it's a good moment.
It's like, hey, I know where I am now. Thanks, honey. I'm gonna go.
Well, that Aubrey again goes to the geography of knowing where we are all the time as he touches the thing again, and you notice that. So he's been here before. He knows where he is. It's a subtle thing to the geography of the movie, though. I know it's funny, but it's actually a slight touch. Yeah, for sure.
It's called geography, Aubrey. Look it up.
Yeah, that's yep. We remember with signals from that's what that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Location.
It's about location, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we've heard. Long time. Filmmaking, location. It depends.
If you want to see a fun video, by the way,
Yes.
Screen Junkies used to do these honest action videos. Have you ever seen those, Ryan? They did a few of them for the Home Alone movies and for the Die Hard movies. They didn't do a lot of them. It was a fun little series they did for a little bit, but it's basically where they had a doctor analyze all the injuries that these people take.
Oh, I heard of the
really
series,
funny.
but I never got around to seeing it.
They're just quick videos, but they do Die Hard, they do the original movie, and then they do like bonus levels and they do the sequels. But all the little beatings he takes, all the injuries he takes, and it'll stop and go, frontal hematoma, whatever, broken, clavicle bone, whatever, and then if he dies because of the injuries, or if he should have died because of the injuries, it tells him John McClane is dead or should be dead.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I am so scared of heights that him in
the elevator shaft here,
yeah.
Ooh, breathe through it. Okay.
I'm not too comfortable with those either, so I hear what you're saying.
I look away sometimes when they get good. Like that's Tower of Terror right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, and this is one of the things where, oh man, right there, he would have broken his hands on that one, broken his fingers. So yeah, in the video it goes broken fingers and then fall down the elevator shaft. John McClane is dead because he definitely wouldn't have been able to catch that.
No.
But yeah, he's but this stuff is great. Yeah, when he's crawling through here and because he
Yeah.
comes out of the thing with the white beater you're talking about, he comes out of the shaft like completely covered in dirt, right? Like if you look at his white beater once he gets out of here, it's like completely dark gray.
Right?
Yeah, where right here it's still kind of a little bit white, a little bit gray. But
Mhm.
obviously, yeah, we get the line that come to the coast, have a few laughs. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And how big is I don't know the dimensions of the actor, but I don't see him fitting through the air shaft.
Yeah, when this doesn't work in real life. These air shafts like this, where you
Yeah.
could, that are people sized to crawl through. That's not very practical. Maybe it was back in the day, but modern ones are not this wide at all.
Okay, so the scene with him in the lighter in the shaft is just
Yes.
so close and reminiscent to a scene with the intensity of the lighter and the Fifth Element when they're trying to light
Yeah.
the fighter. So I don't know if they just did that on purpose to like recall.
It's probably
that.
it's probably a throwback to it. Yeah, a little
Yeah.
thing that if you pick up on it, sure. But yeah, I like what Carl does here to kind of see if he's in there with the he's about to do in a minute, where he's like poking up on the vents here. That's
Right
pretty
when you have
smart.
a smart guard.
But and again, that's one of the things that makes this movie good is that John McClane is a smart character who doesn't take risks when he doesn't have to. He does, he tries to get help. He only does certain things. But you also have smart villains and smart henchmen who do pretty smart things to try to get to him. This is a pretty smart thing to try to see if he's there. It's good stuff. And then he just gets pulled away from the other guys. So there you go.
His instinct was good. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. He had a hunch. Here comes Al.
With a lot of Twinkies in the back seat. But
Hey, listen, Ryan, they're for his pregnant wife, okay? Relax.
Right.
Right. For those of you just joining us,
I believe him. You know why? Because I've had friends that have pregnant wives. My sister's been pregnant. They get weird cravings. Maybe his wife said, I have to have Twinkies tonight, like right now.
Tonight.
I need Twinkies right now. Bring me Twinkies on the way home. I need them.
The truth of the matter is that starting next year here at Anti-Quote Channel, Austin, according to this morning's sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long, weighing approximately 600 pounds.
It's a pretty big Twinkie.
For what?
There you go, man.
Why is there that big of a Twinkie?
It is Ghostbusters.
Aubrey, if you go back and watch the 1984 film Ghostbusters,
which we will probably do next year for the anniversary, because of course you have to. It's Ghostbusters. You have to.
Because honestly, that's a big Twinkie. So for those of you wondering about our obsession with quoting movie lines and Aubrey almost losing her voice because we're having too much fun, take a moment, take a breath. You're going to be okay. We're celebrating the greatness that is the 35th anniversary of Die Hard, starring the incredible Bruce Willis and company. If you want to queue up your copy on what is known as a physical media or a streaming service, you can do so and watch the movie along with us and share your favorite memories of this movie, some of the other movies within the Die Hard series, or some of your favorite holiday movies as well. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And I want to thank once again to our panelists known as Austin and Aubrey for joining us for these festivities. Austin, where are we in the film?
Yeah, we're coming up on about the 54.5-minute mark. Al has entered the lobby and he's going to check out the situation, see what's going on. So yeah.
So there you go. There's the scene placement.
And I got $50 on these assholes.
$50.
I'd be suspicious at first, be like, what kind of accent is that in LA, brother? You from around here? Mr. Texas, man? Yeah. But see, as you pointed out already, like, look at his wife beater. It's like dark charcoal gray now. Yeah, completely front
there's
and
no
back.
Consistency with that.
And now he's beating the window with a chair. Or he's trying to just pop open a window with a chair. He's trying to open a window with a chair. Thank you.
Yeah, he's just trying to get anybody's attention.
Open.
That was good with 50 yards. Mind if I look around?
Help yourself.
Help yourself. 7 seconds left in this period here. 7-0, Notre Dame.
Right. And those are really nice shoes for a guard. I'm just going to say, even corporate, I don't see
but this is a nice building. They probably expect their guards to dress pretty nice too. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep your shoes shining.
Drop it, man. Drop it. Drop it.
Bang, bang, bang. Oh, another one down. Yep.
There's a good line here coming up here in just a few short moments when he's crawling
It's
under.
an interesting table, by the way. The way, like, the triangular kind of table, like the zigzaggy sort of table. It's interesting. Again, the interesting sort of, the set design and stuff of this movie kind of makes it stand apart.
Yeah, the corporate ambiance.
Oh man,
crazy.
this table goes on for miles. Look at this.
Oh man, look at how long this damn thing. That had to be put together in pieces. It had to be. No way you get that up the staircase.
Dude, that's bigger than the tables they have in the Hall of Justice in the Justice League cartoons. Next time you're gonna kill someone, don't hesitate. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Very Dirty Harry. Thanks for the advice.
Hey, we just watched that. You can check out the Sudden
we
Impact
watched
Watchalong.
Sudden Impact. By the way, Aubrey, Sudden Impact, the fourth installment within the Dirty Harry franchise, turned the big 4-0 a couple of weeks ago. So feel free to go back and watch that video. It is available on our Movie Nerds playlist on And I Quote channel.
Okay.
AKA the one where he says, "Go ahead, make my day,"
which is one of the best lines
Oh,
in
yeah.
the movie.
It really is.
It is, because you can say that in any situation, really. You know, you can say that a lot of different. I mean, seriously, if I go into work one day and I'm getting tired of certain tasks that are being done, I'm like, you know what, man?
This is a great shot, by the way. Look at this camera work when the body got boom. Like, you see where the camera was, right, kind of under the dash, right there, right. That
It
perspective.
was a weird angle. It was good.
Yeah,
Look at
The
Al. He
camera
is
work
just
great.
freaking out driving backwards at 100 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ! Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah,
God damn
yeah.
it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn
At
it!
that point, his white beater looks brown. It doesn't even
Yeah.
look gray anymore.
Look at Argyle. Nice little shot of
Argyle's just
Argyle.
partying it up in the.
But again, really smart of the movie to occasionally we check in with Argyle just to see what he's up to, and
I'm
you're
just
constantly,
saying,
but you're reminding the audience that he's there. He's there, like again, we're constantly checking in with these little side characters, seeing what they're up to. We kind of know where everybody is and what everybody's doing.
hear me out. If they ever redid this one movie, just this one, Bruno Mars for Argyle.
Sure.
Bruno Mars. You have a little, just a moment.
Yeah. Oh, here's our first shot of William Atherton. There we go.
AKA
Such a
Walter
good actor.
Peck from
Walter
Ghostbusters.
Peck. Yes, this man has no dick.
Yeah, excuse our language here on the set. The power grid shut off by Nicholas. They caused an Is this true? Yes, it's true.
It's true. This
This
man has no dick.
That's true.
Oh, there are so many good lines in that movie, Aubrey. Oh my gosh.
It really is. Venkman was my favorite, though.
One thing that's underrated in this movie, though, is the how well it's shot as far as the cinematography. And if anybody noticed, you probably recognize the cinematographer, Jan de Bont, who would go on to be a director himself and direct such classics as Speed and Twister, and some not so classics as Speed 2 and The Haunting. But we'll talk about those. we won't talk about those.
Cruise
Control. Yes, which I own on Blu-ray, so it is what it is. But
I got the what is it called? The dual action pack of that?
Okay, no, the white beater's brown or black now. It's not even gray.
Yeah, it's not even white. There's no white anymore. Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
How?
His outfit's not looking too good right now. By the way,
it looks brown.
Tomorrow we're at a company, so I thought I'd introduce it. That's very kind of you.
Very kind of you.
Mr. Man. I assume you are a mysterious party crasher.
You must trouble something for security guard.
Security guard.
Do you have to go for Double Jeopardy?
For Double Jeopardy, where the scores can really change, Aubrey?
That is another intense line. Nobody can forget.
Yeah.
These are very bad for you, and yet you're the one who smokes them most of the movie. Fly in the ointment, Hans. The monkey and the wrench.
Yes.
There are some good zingers in this movie.
Dude, every time he gets on the radio, it's gold. It's amazing.
Don't use the radio. See if he's lying about Marco. Find out who else is missing.
All that blood on the door.
Yeah, so much blood everywhere.
Aubrey, are you still there? Yeah, I'm still here.
All that blood on that one window from when Takagi got his head blown off.
Unless you want to open the front door for me. I'm afraid not. But you have me at a loss. You know my name, but who are you? Just another American. Saw too many movies as a child. Another orphan of a bankrupt culture who thinks he's John Wayne. Rambo.
Marshall Dillon.
Oh, at least he knows who Marshall Dillon is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Marshall
I
Dillon.
was always partial to Roy Rogers myself. Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah, motherfucker.
See, that's a line that nobody
it's the
from the
best.
generation ever stopped saying after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they were upset with somebody at school, they would just drop this line on them, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a lot of yippee-ki-yay so-and-so, and there was a lot of DX signs that were being made at schools in and around the country, especially, well, in the 90s anyway.
Mhm.
Sorry, that's a pro wrestling reference, for those who wonder what I'm talking about.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah, Austin and I know what's going on with that, but
Yeah, that's fine.
it's all good.
But again, this little bit with the newscasters just gives
Mhm.
a little bit extra for William Atherton, because
Yep.
it could have been a total thing where it's like, hey, I need to borrow the news van. Okay, just bring it back soon, whatever. And we could have been done with this, but instead we get this. We see like the kind of personality is with everybody else. We see there's a little contention with the newscaster, like all these little bits that aren't really like necessary in the bigger scheme of things, but add to like the little bits of tension between all the characters, you know what I mean, and all the little extra character development that just makes it worth it. Oh, his bag is missing, the detonators.
Yeah.
He had the detonators.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he looks flustered for the first time in the movie.
No, yeah, he's
character
thrown
is
off a little bit. Yeah, he's off his
Actually,
game.
like, wait, okay, so we might have a real problem. At first, it was
Right.
just entertaining. At first, my guys are going to take him out. Now I'm kind of concerned.
Don't waste time talking to me.
Don't waste time talking to me. Sergeant Al Powell, the LAPD, person who radio can hear me. Acknowledge this transmission. Oh, we got Al Powell trying to talk to Roy here.
Right?
Mhm.
Oh, here comes some of the members of the cavalry with the police cars, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read you. You the guy in the car? What's left of it?
Right.
What's left of him?
Of what's left of him, yeah.
Can you identify yourself? Not now. Maybe later. This is
I am a
party
meat popsicle.
Neighbors got itchy trigger fingers.
Different line, different movie.
Their chemistry is so good, given the fact that for most of this, obviously
They don't
they're not-
see each other.
Well, also they're not talking to each other when they're making the movie. Usually, when you do stuff on the radio like
You
this,
do ADR, yeah.
well, it's that, or they're talking to a script supervisor who's playing the other parts. So the
Oh,
script
that's-
supervisor will be reading the lines back
Someone's
to the
on
actor.
set. Yeah.
But the one time where they actually did do it, where the actual other actor was on the set saying the lines off screen to react to, is the bathroom scene.
Oh, the bathroom.
The one that gets very emotional and like heavy, with the I shot a kid and the back and forth, tell my wife I love you, that all that stuff. They actually had Reginald, off screen saying the lines to him, so they actually had some chemistry there. But yeah, no, it's a great relationship for two characters who don't meet face to face till the very end of the movie. that's it. It's great. One of the great sort of bromances, if you will, in cinema.
Romances,
It's a
bro.
bromance. Yeah, for sure.
Romance. We just lost Aubrey again. She can't stop laughing at our jokes.
All of this blood, and all he can do is light another cigarette and sit down.
Hey,
and,
let him if you got him.
make a
Way
chat
ahead of
and
you,
have a
pal.
chat.
Way ahead of you, partner.
Way ahead of you, partner.
So what do I call you? Call me
Roy.
Roy.
Really?
As in Roy
Really?
Rogers.
Roy.
Which, by the way, the only time I think of Roy Rogers was the former fast food chain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of when I think of Roy Rogers, is the fast food chain that my family and I used to go to when I was a youngin'.
Happy trails.
Which, by the way, there are still a few Roy Rogers in and around the country, for those who are wondering.
Until we meet again. Happy trails to
Which we'll get to later on in the course of this film, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Principal
Folks, there
Vernon.
used to be a show back in the 50s where starring Roy Rogers for a 30-minute, half-hour Western. Anyways.
Yeah, by the way, Paul Gleason just walked in. He's our friendly neighborhood
He's
principal.
our friendly neighborhood other 80s asshole. Yes, from the Breakfast Club.
Because he was a principal in Breakfast Club in 85.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Well, here we are. I want to thank you all for being on time. Excuse me, sir. I know it's tension, but I don't think I belong in here. Sorry, can't help it. I love that movie so much, Aubrey. I can't help it. By the way,
There's
it's
some
now
nutties in there.
7:06. You have exactly 8 hours and 54 minutes to think about why you're here, to ponder the error of your ways.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Hey, grab some wood there, bub. What do you think? I was born yesterday. I think I'm gonna have you roaming these halls.
Hey, wrong movie. We're not at the anniversary of Breakfast Club yet, Ryan.
Sorry.
Hold that off.
We will be in another
You got
year.
you got another year and a half or so before you get to do
And
the
this
Breakfast
At
Club.
18 months.
flying through there. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
That's true. Sorry,
When
Aubrey.
they stop him,
I know
you
we're
know?
quoting all your favorite 80s movies,
Nostalgia lane.
which tends to happen when you get Austin and I on set.
Dude, just wait till this next year because we know we're gonna do it. Wait till me and Ryan do the Batman '89 watch along. It's literally just gonna be us doing the whole entire movie just back and forth.
We're gonna be quoting the
and then
movie back and
characters.
forth, Aubrey. If you want to sit in on that with us.
Yeah, Ryan's just gonna be doing the Joker the whole time. I'm gonna be doing all the other characters, and we're just gonna go back and forth.
You do all the other characters.
I'm just gonna be
All of
because
them.
Joker has more screen time than half the other characters.
True,
so
true.
he's gonna be doing that. And I'm gonna be doing Michael Keaton, Michael Goff, Pat
Alexander
Hingle.
Knox.
Yeah, Knox.
You're gonna be doing Robert Wool and Kim Basinger, man.
Oh wait! I can step in for Kim.
Eckhart.
Yeah, Aubrey could be Kim Basinger. She could be Vicky Vale. Yeah.
You ain't got no future, Jack.
You're an A1 nut boy.
I know it.
Eckhart,
He's so
think about the
cool.
future.
In this scene, she's actually really collected, even though she's a mom and technically a corporate drone. She's actually keeping it well together, and I think it's because of who her husband is. I'm
Was
just
there
gonna say.
something else? No, thank you.
Well,
He is
she's
so
also,
great.
but she's also like, Takagi's, right hand lady. She's running the show as well, so she knows how to keep her cool and do her business.
Oh, it says Director of Corporate Affairs. I just noticed that.
Yeah, right. No, she's pretty high up. Like they say at the beginning of the movie, she was kind of the reason they got this deal or whatever they're talking about at the beginning of the movie, the merger or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I know what she's the director of, Director of Corporate.
Mhm.
I didn't notice that on the door because the
And this is where Argyle finally realizes there's some shit going down right above him in the building, which
he's drinking with the
oblivious
bear.
to. Yeah.
Drinking with the teddy bear, Aubrey. He's drinking with the teddy bear.
Right? He's having some fun over there, and he's like, wait, what?
Yeah, what?
Because he said at the beginning of the movie, we have CB, CD, VCR, TV.
Yeah.
We got all that stuff in the limo.
Hey, turn on the radio.
And he's
See
got
what's
the,
going on.
what do you call it? He's got the CB, is it called CB radio?
Yeah, CB radio. Yeah,
Thank you. It's called CB radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and no limos have that anymore.
Not anymore, but yeah, back in the day they probably did though in the '80s. I'm sure. Yeah, because they had dispatch people kind of like taxis did. For the most part.
Do they just use cell phones nowadays?
It's all cell phones. Yeah, just everything.
It's cell phones with GPS. So
because you could get a dispatch thing even on your cell phone if you needed to.
Really?
Yeah. You can do police scanners on cell phones, all kinds of shit. Yeah. No. My grandparents used to have a police scanner they would just listen to. Well, they had a police scanner they had in their living room they would listen to back when my uncle was actually he was a cop and he was on the SWAT team for a while. And then he was a patrol officer, then he was on the Dallas Mesquite SWAT team. And so they would listen to just this the police scanner. They had one and we just listened to calls all day. And it was that's just what old retired people did.
I think that was a thing back in the day. My dad and my dad's neighbor both had CB radios that could reach that kind of stuff. I'm like, what are they trying to be, Batman? Like
they just listen and it's just entertaining.
They do. They'd be like drinking their morning coffee. Like, I wonder what's going on.
Right,
It's like
reading people talking back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like reading the morning paper when you get up from sleep every morning. Same thing. Listen, Roy, you better know when to listen, know when to shut up and pray. Oh, you're coming in, aren't you? I told you what kind of people they are.
Right. And his boss doesn't believe him. Doesn't believe that they're terrorists. He's like,
well, here's the thing about Dwayne. So Dwayne is a buffoon. Dwayne is a buffoon, and he's not smart, but he's not evil. He's not like because later in the movie he's against because later in the movie he realizes how far the FBI guys are taking him, and then we kind of like not that we think he's like a great guy, but at least he's not like when Johnson and Johnson come in, the FBI guys, and they're like negotiating how many hostages they're going to lose based on the actions they're going to do, then you're at least like, well, Dwayne was a buffoon, but he wasn't intending on like having people get hurt. You know what I mean? He's trying to genuinely like save the day, without losing life, to whereas the FBI guys, it's like, they're just numbers, they're statistics, they don't care.
come to think of it, Robert Davi's in this movie, and he plays a kind of a dirtbag in this movie. Then he plays the drug lord Sanchez in License to Kill. A year
Yeah,
later.
he's a Bond villain a
James
year later.
Bond villain.
Yeah, right.
With the criminally underrated performances of the one and only Timothy Dalton, by the way. Both of
I love both the Dalton Bonds. They're great.
Same here,
I
man.
would say there's SWAT going through the rose bushes.
Oh, Al Leong, by the way. Al Leong.
Yeah, by the way, what is it? Austin, 35th of License to Kill next year.
It's been a while since I sat down and watched it, but I like that movie. Yeah, for sure.
License to Kill turns 35 next year. You know what we got to do,
truck
right?
chase is awesome, yeah. But Al Leong, one of the great recognizable henchmen of all action movies, and Genghis Khan from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sitting there stealing some Hershey's.
He deals with the Nestle Crunch bars.
Well, which, by the way, connection to this movie, want a Twinkie, Genghis Khan? Al can help you out with the Twinkies. So I think he can help you out with
that. Yeah.
So, but Al Leong, in Last Action Hero, he's also in there. He's the one who gets the ice cream cone in his head.
Oh, that's right. I iced that
guy. That's Al Leong who gets the ice cream thing in his head.
That's dude, Austin, you are so on it, man.
I got the little tidbits. And
dude, you got tons of tidbits. And what else is a great piece of information that you who are just joining us are witnessing greatness in the form of the 35th anniversary watch-along celebration of the action thriller classic Die Hard starring Bruce Willis and company. If you want to keep your copy on what is known as a physical media or a streaming service, you can do so. Watch the movie along with us. Share your thoughts and feelings about this or anything else that Bruce Willis and company have done in the last 35 or 40 years of their respective careers in the comments, in the live chat. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And Austin, where are we at in this movie?
We're coming up on the 1 hour, 12-minute mark. The SWAT team is at the front door, and they're about to cut their way in. Try to, under Dwayne's leadership, great leadership, trying to get these hostages out of here.
Yeah, nice work there, Paul Gleason. So if you want to keep your copy, go right ahead. Watch the movie with us. We're enjoying the living heck out of this thing. And by the way, we've had some very educational and insightful conversations on this film and some of the other actors that are featured in it already, and I'm enjoying this because Austin and Aubrey are our panelists for this episode, and it's been quite fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to admit, the last scene where they just showed him eating the candy bar, that wasn't a Crunch bar anymore. He touched a Hershey's bar, he ate a Crunch bar, and then at that very last scene, I see a Symphony bar package.
Hey, he's down. Listen, they need sugar, they need calories. They're doing a lot of heavy lifting here. They need their. You got to stay, you got to stay level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Need your food.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. You deserve a sweet treat.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's all good.
It's Christmas, Theo. It's a time of medicals.
Send in the car, Ryan. Send in the car. Look at that damn thing. Look at that armored car. Jesus. Look at that thing.
Ooh, yeah. And what is it?
And the quarterback is toast.
Is toast, which we're about to get to here momentarily within the film.
Yeah.
Or should I say the content?
But again, one of the things, and this is another behind-the-scenes thing that John McTiernan really advocated for is, and this ties into the Ode to Joy stuff that we'll hear later that you sprinkled throughout the movie, and then we get later with the Vault. But is he said the terrorists have to be having some element of fun while they're pulling off this plan, and this is the whole thing, with these guys, shooting him, then the quarterback is, them having fun, having the advantage on everybody and taking everybody out. There's a little bit of joy to it, which, by the way, they're speaking German here. Schnell, basically what they're saying is, let's go, let's move. And then when the thing falls off, he's saying, leave it. No, keep going.
Over there.
Yeah. My dad has a master's in German, so I picked up a little bit over the years. Yeah. So I don't really speak German, but I know enough to get what they're saying. So watch Indiana Jones movies with me, I can tell you what the Nazis are saying most of the time.
I was actually just rewatching Raiders of the Lost Ark before this.
Yeah.
Which is another great action adventure movie.
Yeah, like the bit in that movie when he steals the guy's uniform. He's like, look at you. You're lazy. You look like a pig. What is this? You're so unkempt. Comb your hair. Get up. Put yourself together. Yeah, he's doing that whole thing. But, yeah.
Another classic.
I don't see them doing that. I don't see them running over the railing of this building with that machine and then getting it wasted like that. I'm sorry, I don't know the LAPD, but I'm going to say, if there's any of you watching, I doubt you're that incompetent.
Well, it's a bad plan. I don't understand what the plan is here, to run up the stairs. I don't know where they're going with this thing.
There's a hill on the side. You don't even got to go up the railing, but it was a nice blow-up moment,
Well, it would be one thing if the car had treads, not tires, it could probably go up the stairs, much easier. But it's got tires, so yeah, it gets stuck.
The quarterback is toast.
yeah.
Hang on, Rivers. That's an order.
But no, the whole thing, with Hans actually
Hans,
going,
you made your
hit it
pull,
again.
pull back.
Hit it again.
Thank you, Mr. Cowboy. I'll take it under advisement. Hit it again.
Hit it again.
Hit it again, Aubrey. Hit it again.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he can just the heights again, though.
No, they've got more than one rocket. Boom.
Do it. Do it. Hit
This
it again.
this explosion coming out, by the way, is the biggest explosion in the movie that they.
So much cursing. I don't know why this is a kids movie.
Did they actually pull this off, or was this?
Well, this is a parking structure for this lower explosion that they're about to do. It's not the actual Nakatomi building, obviously, because there's stuff that they used a parking structure that kind of doubled as the Nakatomi building. But yeah, this explosion coming up where he drops the C4 with the office chair, up until in Hollywood history was the biggest explosion that had ever been done on film until. I think Lethal Weapon 3, the opening scene where they take down the building at the beginning of that movie. They explode the building and collapse the whole thing. So, I mean, there's several escalations, but yeah, obviously there's been big ones since then. The biggest one, I think, to date is Quantum Solace, the one at the end of that movie.
Oh, you mean
Spectre? So much cursing in this movie. I'm surprised a lot of
Quantum Solace or Spectre, whichever one. When they blow up the headquarters,
Blofeld's base.
Yeah, that's the biggest one I think that's ever been recorded. I think
that's crazy.
Yeah,
and that's from a not so good.
But see, this one from the outside, you'll see when it blows up the outside and all that. The one in T2 is pretty big too, when they actually
the police shootout scene.
When they blow up the office building in that one, when Dyson sets off the
Cyberdyne.
When they blow up Cyberdyne in that movie, that's a pretty big one too.
That was a big one too.
Yeah.
By the way, I will say it's sad that the biggest explosion ever recorded in the history of cinema was in a not so good Bond movie known as Spectre in 2015.
Right.
So,
but at least they got that.
I mean, you hold the record there, Spectre, but at the same time, you were not a very good film.
What timestamp are you on?
We're around 1:17:30, something like that.
1 hour, 17 minutes, 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to queue up your copy on what is known as a physical media streaming service.
Yeah, the news lady, I think, is doing the story on Hans. They're talking about Hans. Yeah, going back to Al now.
Al.
Why does he look? He doesn't look like us. That picture, though.
Yeah, I'm fine. What was that? Remember that plastic stuff I told you about? There you go.
It's got a paint job and a shitload of screen doors.
Yeah, paint job and screen doors.
It's a great line. Al has just as many good lines, I think, as McClane here. Like he's really funny.
I don't know who you think you are, but you just destroyed a building, and we do not need your help. Is that clear?
I mean, they really do need his help.
Glass. Who gives a shit about glass?
Who is this? This is Deputy Chief of Police Dwayne T. Robinson. I'm in charge of this situation.
Right? Who the fuck is this? I mean,
yeah, right.
That was on regular TV, guys. Okay.
I got bad news for you, Dwayne. Doesn't look like you're in charge of jack shit.
Dwayne.
Just got butt fucked on national TV, Dwayne. Argyle.
Look at Argyle. He's like,
yeah.
Quit being part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. You're part of the problem. Now put the other guy back on.
Oh, what other guy? Yeah.
Al Powell. That's an interesting name for a character, Al Powell.
I use that line a lot. It's like, how you doing? Pretty fucking unappreciated, Al.
Right?
Wait a minute, do you say that at work?
I say that at work occasionally, jokingly. Like, how you feeling, man? Pretty fucking unappreciated. You know what I'm saying?
What about you?
Alice, you got to make room for more Coke, don't you?
What about you, Aubrey? You ever drop that line on somebody when you were at work? You're like, I'm feeling pretty unappreciated.
Fucking unappreciated.
Right
now. No. I think I liked keeping my job.
Okay.
My boss knows I'm a movie fan, so it's funny when I say that shit.
They just kind of joke around. Do you ever quote movie lines at your place of business, Aubrey? You ever do it at work?
I work face painting, so if I ever did that, I don't think the kids would really get it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But if I get an adult interacting while I'm doing it, then I'm quoting lines here and there.
That's fair.
Especially from the show. But a lot of the time, the kids are like, "What?"
Yeah, what's Die Hard again? What is that?
Right?
Ryan, it's not what I want. It's what I can give you.
Listen, I know you're here just to snatch a few purses, but you're not here for that, right? I watched 60 Minutes. I say to myself, these guys are professional. Motivated.
They're
happy.
happening.
They want something. Huh?
He's so cool. And
He's
with
so
that,
smooth. Hey, bro,
right?
I'm here to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just, dude, it's only
It's
the confidence. Not that I endorse it, but it's
none
only
of my business.
the only confidence you can get from that is cocaine. Like that's cocaine
Figured all
confidence
this
right
out
there.
already. Hey,
I don't know.
this-
I've seen some drunkards that are very polite that they get
Right.
that way.
I use
Yeah.
a fountain pen. Let's put it in my terms.
Oh,
You're in here for a
goodness.
hostile takeover, but you didn't expect some poison pill to be running around.
But
I
how
right?
many times the shoulders shimmy when, when he's talking?
No, it's the what gets me is the smile and the teeth. It's just the yeah, you know, like the big smile, the big teeth, like just
That's
the confidence. Like it's great. It's so he's so good in this movie. He's so great. Like it's a perfect performance.
Very John Stamos.
Yeah,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
A little bit.
Like it felt like he was channeling him. I just saw that
little
just for a
bit.
second.
I mean, Full House was on the air around this time, so because it came out in '87, the TV series, not the By the way, that line, and by the way, I couldn't find this when I was searching GIFs earlier. Austin and I were exchanging text messages, and I said, Austin, I could not find the Hans Booby "I'm Your White Knight" GIF because when I type in Die Hard, none of that comes up.
Oh, that needs to be made then.
Well, no, he found it. He
I
used it
found
in our
it.
texting chat, but I'm thinking to myself, the only one I could find is
All I searched was Die Hard. It was like, I don't know, 2 pages down.
Oh,
or
my
something like that. I
my
found it.
search bar was
Yeah.
terrible because honestly, that's one of my favorite lines ever. Hans
Booby,
Booby,
I'm your white knight. Yeah.
I mean, oh, jeez,
Yeah.
it's great. It's great. By the way, side question here, if you don't mind me saying so. Aubrey, how long have you been a face painter? How long has that been going on? 20, 30, 40 years?
Not that old. Yeah, about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot
20
you're only
years.
25. I apologize.
Not at all. Don't ever say that. No, I am done with those years. No, roughly about 15, 20 years.
Wow.
I started when my son was a baby, and it was at a public park. I do all sorts of face painting. I do body painting now also.
Really?
And branched out into sci-fi and effects makeup.
Congratulations.
Now, something that I have to say about, this part when they're going back and forth, there's like a real earnest giving him an opportunity to back out. It's like he really believes that Bruce Willis's character is going to back out.
Hey, John Boy. No one gets out of here until these guys can talk. The LA police. And that just ain't going to happen until you stop messing up the works.
By the way, here's something behind the scenes for you. Notice the camera positioning of where these guys are in the scene. Ellis is on the right, and they position John McClane on the left side of the screen, almost like they're talking face to face. Just notice that. Same with Hans. So, like, it's a subtle thing that they do. They have to plan really far in advance when they're planning out when they're filming these scenes. But Ellis is facing one way, John is facing the other way, like they're talking to each other, even though they're obviously in separate, complete areas of the building. Just little things. Yeah, just little filmmaking things that make this movie awesome.
and doing the lighting to where it's just focusing on his face. You can't see the background, so it's very intense. There's a very noir kind of feel to it.
And it matches again the mood of each guy. Ellis is bright and come on, John. It's very bright. And John is realizing what's about to happen because it's more dark on him because he knows something's bad's going to happen to Ellis. Like Ellis, this is not going to end well for Ellis, obviously. Yeah, this is not good. Shut your mouth. Put odds on the line. No, and then you do this little spin around here.
Turn the camera.
See now, as soon as you see the gun come out, that's when you know Ellis is. And I think even Ellis knows at this point he's in trouble because Hans pulled the gun out and he sets it on the table. So he knows he's in trouble. That if he doesn't deliver on what he said, it's over.
Hey, put away the gun.
Yeah.
Tell them you don't know me. How can you say that, John, after all these years?
But you see the sweat kind of building on Ellis, though. He's panicking. He's starting to panic.
John.
See, now he's panicking. And he's taking one last sip of the Coke before he gets blown away.
Coca-Cola, product placement, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, a Cokehead drinking Coke. It makes sense.
Cokehead. Wow. The
Right?
things we hear on these shows,
Well-
specifically known as movie watch.
Well, am I wrong?
Not wrong. Not
I'm
wrong.
not wrong. He's a
I
cokehead
mean,
drinking coke.
It was in the original drink.
There's a
Yeah,
bit
it
of a dark
wasn't a-
history with
Yeah,
Coca-Cola and what it was
If you go
originally
back
made.
to Coca-Cola in like 1905, they had cocaine in their Coke. I mean, that's true.
By the way,
Dude, there used to be we used to give children's medicine that had heroin to children. Okay, go look that up. Go Google
once
that.
again, they're for history lessons. We don't necessarily
To
do
calm them
those
down.
actions, but yeah.
Oh,
fair
yeah.
enough. But to bring something known as the conversation back on the flippin' rails, dark history there, Ellis.
Ooh, yeah.
Or
just a
dark
little.
history, dark history. We are celebrating the lightness that is Die Hard 35th anniversary with Bruce Willis and company.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
movie
yeah.
watch along here on what is known as Anti-Quote Channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if you want to share something with us regarding the movie Die Hard or something else regarding Bruce Willis or some of the other actors and actresses' careers, respectively, in the comments or the live chat, please do so at any point in time. Whether you are joining this live or on the replay, we thank you for being with us. And Austin, where are we exactly within the film?
Yeah, we're about the 1 hour 26 and 20-second or so mark. Yeah, Dwayne and Al are arguing over what just happened to Ellis and what might else happen after this. Yeah.
Consequences, ladies and gentlemen.
Consequences of said actions, yes.
Consequences, yeah. So if you want to join us, feel free to queue up your copy on what is known as a physical media or streaming service. And once again, thank you to our lovely panelists, Austin and Aubrey, for being with us. And fun fact, Aubrey is a face painter. That's awesome. That's cool. So there you go. We're giving you shameless plugs. We can do it later too. Don't worry. Don't worry. You got plenty of time, Aubrey.
I love that. I love this when he starts listing all the people around the world and he stops off of it.
Because the henchmen have no idea what's going on.
I read about them in Time magazine.
Right?
Sri Lanka, Time magazine. Asian Dawn. They're like Asian Dawn. What the fuck? I read about them in Time magazine. That's great.
Time magazine. That's how good Alan Rickman is as the villain.
No, those little things were like, he just shot Ellis, but again, we didn't really like Ellis, so we kind of were almost with Hans and doing that. So, but yeah, the little asides that he does, yeah, that's what makes him a great villain. Is like, yeah, there's the little things like that.
You have 2 hours to comply. I don't have the authority. 2 hours is not enough.
Like, he doesn't even care. He knows that.
Mm-hmm.
No care.
It's all for stalling time.
Yep. And Theo, can we mention that Theo is kind of the brains of this whole thing going through? Whether or not this happens, his man Theo is there, like, finger on the wire, you know?
Well, Aubrey, we didn't bring him along for his charming personality, right?
I mean, it was. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. These two, you know, and working together as a team. They've never met each other. They're both on different forces, you know.
Yeah. Well, you out there? Hey, John.
Oh, yeah, I'm here, John. I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
There was nothing I could do. Well, it's going to be both our asses if you're wrong.
Okay. As an ex-cigarette smoker, because I am retired from cigarette smoking. I've smoked
Fair enough.
At a very young age, so I do not smoke cigarettes anymore. This still makes me want to smoke a cigarette.
Oh, boy.
But I will say, I'm kind of curious because if you know anything about acting and actors, you know that they have fake cigarettes that they light, and it's not got nicotine in it, and it makes the puffing, you know. And I'm just curious: is he smoking real cigarettes? Because back in the day, they did let that everywhere.
You know, I mean, there were a lot of real cigarettes in a lot of real movies, so it wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me if half the time Bruce Willis
used
just
them all the
smoking a
time.
real cigarette.
In the early days, they used them all the time in the Bond films.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, you know, if they were using real cigarettes, because I think the fake cigarette thing is more of like a modern thing. Yeah, because this is still '88. So
I love that they fully dragged him out of the whole scene.
Like, they drag him out in front of everybody.
It's just he's fully dragged, and the actor is doing a good job. He's actually usually you see a small drag out scene.
He's gone.
Tiny.
Yeah. He's gone.
DAWN, Dawn.
Gone. By the way, they used what is known as cigarette smoke in certain sequences of the 1984 classic that turns the big 4-0 next year, The Terminator. When they were shooting certain sequences, they used cigarette smoke to
Fun fact about me, Ryan Ferguson.
What? Okay, nobody.
I'm a Terminator over Terminator 2 guy, just personally.
Oh,
You're
okay.
what now?
Yeah. I'm a Terminator over Terminator 2 guy.
Agreed.
So.
Yeah, the Terminator is way better.
I'm not saying it's way better. They're both in my top 100. I respect them both greatly. I'm just saying, if I had to pick one, I pick the original one because I like the horror element to it. I like the slasher movie, slasher action movie, and the Michael Biehn factor is what makes it. I think he's incredible in that movie. So if you do that, I'm your guy for that too.
On the side of the metal, there, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wiring here.
Christmas.
Spray painting.
Merry Christmas.
Painted on there. Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
With the graffiti on the wall.
Yeah, an Easter egg I'd never seen before. I never noticed that ever.
See,
I know I've seen this.
Well, that's the beauty of rewatching classics cinema here, Aubrey.
Right? The Easter eggs are everywhere. They just didn't call them that then.
This is Christmas time, Theo.
And lens flares, which was a fairly new thing.
Wait a minute, they use lens flares?
You just saw one right here. There was a lens flare just a second ago. Yeah. John McTiernan was one of the early guys to ever use a lens flare in a movie. But he's using it to good effect, not to overuse it.
Oh, not to overdo it?
Yeah. Hey there. How you doing? Huh? By the way, this scene, this whole sequence was added in the middle of shooting. This entire sequence between John and Hans. This whole thing was added on the fly. They wrote it. A lot of people were against it. The writer wanted to do it. The studio wanted to do it. John McTiernan was against it. Alan Rickman was against it. A lot of it, so it was a 50-50 thing. They decided to finally film it and shoot and see how it worked because they really said essentially we don't have any face-to-faces between John and Hans until the end of the movie. And they wanted them to have some kind of interaction, but they had to figure out how they could do an interaction. And they asked Alan Rickman, because obviously he's British, he said, do an American accent. He did 3 different ones. He did like a Boston accent. He did a Chicago accent. He did like a New York accent. He did a whole bunch of different ones because he's a professional, damn it. And he's great. And he was a theater actor, so he knows what he's doing. And it worked, and they filmed it, and it actually works in the movie. So see lens flare right there. Boom, right
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Good use of it.
Good, good use. Nice work there. What is it, John McTiernan? Thank you.
Yeah, John McTiernan.
He's directed some really good ones, man.
He had a hell of a three movie streak between Predator, Die Hard, and Hunt for Red October.
Ooh, yeah, Hunt for Red October.
And then, he does Last Action Hero.
We shall into history.
He does Die Hard with a Vengeance. He was doing all right for a while.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, he ended his run before his tax problems with Rollerball, which is not great.
He his last cigarette.
By the way, my oldest brother and I saw Rollerball, the remake, in theaters.
Yeah. It's a John McTiernan movie. Yeah.
And the funny thing was, way back when, because that movie came out ages ago, I mean, there's a part of me that still enjoys it to a degree. It's like a guilty pleasure, I guess. I don't know. You could turn your brain off and just whatever. Yeah. But, some of the action sequences within that film were cool. And also the soundtrack wasn't too shabby either. So I'll give Rollerball a little bit of credit there. But yeah, my brother and I saw the movie. And then when we walked out of the theater, we looked at each other and he said, dude, there were too many different kinds of people in that movie. I couldn't understand what was going on. It's like, oh, it takes place overseas, dude. What do you expect? It was too confusing for some of us in the theater, respectively. By the way, we're not saying anything negative about the characters that were featured in the movie. It's just for some of us it was confusing. Yeah. But yeah, Rollerball was a bit odd a day at the office. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, John McTiernan. I mean, gosh, he made some really good movies. Man.
Yeah, no, he had some great stuff for a good run between Die Hard between Predator and Die Hard with a Vengeance. He had a hell of a run. So.
God, and that's what introduced me to Die Hard in the first place. Was Die Hard with a Vengeance. So
yeah,
there you go.
I don't hate Die Hard 2 either with Rennie Harlan. Like I like it for what it is.
Same here. I actually rewatched it what was it, last week? I think it was.
Yeah,
it was last week, and I wrote on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, it's his watch. That's on his wrist.
No, there's a tattoo.
Oh, is there?
There's a slight chance that McTiernan could come back and do at least 1 or 2 more movies before, because now that he's free and clear, he cleared of all of his tax stuff. And there's been interviews where people have asked him if he'd do another action movie. He said he's actually been offered a lot of stuff since he's been out, because he's still got a pedigree to him, and he's clear. He paid his debt aside. He's done with. Give the man another chance. And he's 72, which is not. in
look
comparison,
at what George Miller's doing.
that's what I'm saying. It sounds
Furiosa.
old, but then when you see that, George Miller did Mad Max Fury Road in his 80s, it's like,
And
yeah.
now he's doing Furiosa, right? Is he directing that?
Yeah, and Richard Donner was still doing action movies well into his 70s and 80s.
Before
Ridley Scott is like 82, still making movies.
He made Alien Covenant, which that was terrible.
No, but he made The Martian, which I really like. So, I mean, to be fair.
It was all right. It's fine.
Napoleon is okay, whatever. I mean, he's hit and miss, but I'm just saying he's still doing his thing, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese is 81 or 82 years old.
He made, what was it, Killers of the Flower Moon, I think it's called?
Yeah.
By the way, was that any good?
Yes, but not one of his best.
Not one of his
No
best.
bullets. No bullets.
No bullets.
Oops. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a fall. Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Think I'm fucking stupid, Hans?
Stupid? Think I'm going to give you a gun? No, I don't think so. USA. Ding!
Right?
This is where the movie just goes into full chaos mode. It's like,
Okay.
like McClane's.
So don't take a shot. Don't play the Die Hard game where you take a shot every time you see something referring to Christmas because you'll be drunk already.
Or you could also, every time you hear an elevator ding, because it's very important in this movie as well. Ding,
Oh my
ding,
God.
ding,
Okay, you might be
ding.
less drunk with the elevator
Yes.
thing.
Right.
There's trees and there's snowmen and there's Merry
Bars.
Christmas on the. There is so many Christmas things.
Or anytime somebody's like humming a Christmas tune, or because Al's like, "Well, let it snow." Well, you see whistling, "Walking in Winter Wonderland" at one point. Yeah, I mean, any of that stuff.
What was it? Hans was humming "Ode to Joy" Symphony.
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in this movie.
The glass.
Like, Henrik, Carl,
Shoot
shoot
the glass.
the glass. This movie just goes into full chaos. It's like McClane's done with it. Like McClane's.
Okay, this is another scene that's reminiscent of Fifth Element. I'm gonna say he's under something. He's shooting. He's getting things rained down on him. There's a lot I'm noticing that I didn't connect to before with his other movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And by the way, was Fifth Element 97?
97.
97.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that was 25th anniversary of the year before. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
But hey, Aubrey,
Goodbye,
if we do a
Besson.
30th, for Fifth Element, we can
Yes,
bring you back
please.
on here for that.
Yes, please. I
By the way,
adore that movie.
Just make sure you bring your multi-pass.
I have one. I
Do you
have
have a
one. I
multi-pass?
actually have one.
That's
That
awesome.
was like on my list, on my bucket list. I have a Lilu Dallas multi-pass I can wear. I am excited. I love it.
It's a multi-pass.
She
Corbin
knows
Dallas.
it's a multi-pass.
It's a multi-pass. Corbin Dallas. Corbin Dallas.
Oh, right. It was just so many, like this movie, just a lot of iconic moments out there that people can't forget.
Anybody else, by the way, puts a bullet in the alien's head. Anybody else want to negotiate?
Right?
It's great, isn't it? By the way, Gary Oldman went all out in that movie.
Oh,
Jeez.
I love Gary Oldman, another actor that I will never stop loving for his parts. He's just so
He's
good.
played so many.
So
By the
good.
way, he's played so many different characters. I didn't notice this about him, Aubrey. I watched this movie a couple months ago. Speaking of diving back into the Wayback Machine, because we're talking about '88's Die Hard here. Does anyone remember the what was it? The oh gosh, I had it. I lost it. Who was it? Who was I talking about? What was the actor?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman's performance in True Romance.
Yeah, no, he's Drexel, the pimp.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's like unrecognizable
No,
in that movie.
He's a
Is it-
genius.
Literally.
Is it White Boy Day? I don't think it's White Boy Day. It ain't White Boy Day.
Dude. Not to get on a weird soapbox here, but when that scene happens, he's like, he must have done White Boy Day.
It ain't White Boy Day.
No, sir.
Yeah, that actor, Gary
What is
Oldman,
going
is a
on with
chameleon.
Gary
He's so
Oldman? I've
amazing.
never seen you like
Gary
this.
Oldman, who's the villain in a Die Hard knockoff, Air Force One, if you recall.
Oh, come on.
But
Die
Air
Hard
Force One is one of the
knockoff.
No, I'm just saying the Die Hard clones. That's all I mean. The Die Hard
But
clones.
it's one of the better
the
ones.
the ones that do the Die Hard formula. That's all I'm saying.
True, true.
Because
But-
again, like I said earlier in the show, every action hero, action person had
Yes.
a Die Hard movie.
Yes.
Steven Seagal had Under Siege. Van Damme had Sudden Death. Harrison Ford had Air Force One. Yeah, they all had their own Die Hard movies. So it just is what it is. So Keanu Reeves' Speed is kind of a Die Hard movie. So
It is.
yeah,
I know.
Basically,
Um,
Die Hard on
kind of.
wheels.
yeah.
Die Hard on Wheels.
It literally is. I mean, when you really think about it, it's like, yeah.
In a lot of ways. In a lot of ways.
Things are about to go boom boom in a movie
pulling
called
out the blood, the bloody. Like, why do we have to see? That's one of those moments.
See, yeah, you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, Aubrey, you know what the funny thing is? So, like, I'm a big horror movie guy, so I can take, like, horror movie gore, like, whatever, none of that stuff bothers me, but, like, surgery gore or, like, you know, where people are, like, doing surgery on themselves or doing surgery on other people, like, I hate that stuff. So, like, if you do a close-up of, like, somebody taking tweezers and, like, plucking glass out of them, I can't stand, like, I hate that stuff. Yeah, it makes me squirm. Yeah. But, like, you know, yeah, do a horror movie thing where, you know, it's some body horror where their limbs are hanging off and, you know, there's blood spurting. That doesn't bother me, like, at all, because it's, like, fantastical. But realistic injury stuff like this, like, bothers me. Yeah, it's just like,
when they land on their knees.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, that just made me wince right there. Right there.
I shot a kid. He was 13 years old.
It was dark. I couldn't see him, you know.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the question, though. He doesn't say.
Oh, my goodness.
Did the kid die?
Right.
When you're a rookie, they could teach you everything about being a cop.
We don't know the answer to that question.
Do we not?
No, he just says.
Did we never find out?
He just says, "I shot a kid." He didn't say I killed a kid. He just said I shot a kid.
So did we find out later on?
No, we don't.
You don't even find out in the sequel when he comes back.
It's speculation, so we don't know if he shot a kid accidentally and the kid ended up being okay and he still spooked him, you know, enough to be a desk jockey, or if he killed a kid. By accident.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't mention it in the sequel either. So
no, so we never. That's
one
thing you can only speculate on that, like whether or not he actually did. So
speculation, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
I know. Those are the city engineers. You were asking for the medical. I give you the FBI. By the way, you know what we are going to give you is a miracle called Movie Watch Along on Anti-Quote Channel, celebrating the greatness, I should say. That is, excuse me, Aubrey, my gosh, Die Hard's 35th anniversary. With Bruce Willis and company, we're joined by Austin of Movie Hero Network. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yes.
Am I saying that right? Okay, cool.
I'll put it in the little thing below me here in a second.
No, it's cool. The links where you can follow all these fine-looking people are located in the description below. By the way, also Aubrey back at the cereal box is here with us. And if you're just joining us, we're watching the movie. We're talking all things. Well, we're really not talking all things Die Hard because we've been derailed several times.
It's all right. It happens.
But for many different reasons. It's not just one.
By the way, the guy in the manhole is the dude from The Burbs and like Blank Check.
10 square blocks.
Yeah. I forget the guy's name, but he's like a comedic actor.
Really?
Again, the little character actors get thrown out of these movies for these little bits. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally
I forget the guy's name. I'll have to look him up. Yeah, he's.
I totally forgot he was in Blank Check. But if you're watching this presentation, feel free to queue up your copy on what is known as a physical media or a streaming service. Watch the movie along with us. Share your favorite memories or maybe not so favorite memories about this or any other holiday movie for that matter. In the comments, in the live chat, don't forget to like and share this with everyone you know. Where are we at in the film, Austin?
We are at 1:40, about the 1 hour and 43-minute mark. What we're coming up on. Yeah, they're Dwayne is getting a little. Or they're about to cut the power to the Nakatomi building. The guy in the manhole is. So there you go.
That's a huge building.
That's I looked him up. That's Rick Ducommun, who's a character actor who passed away in 2015. But he's in Gremlins 2. He's in Spaceballs. He's in The Burbs. He's in The Hunt for Red October. He's in Last Action Hero. He's in Scary Movies. In The Last Boy Scout. He's in a ton of stuff. Like this.
That is a prolific actor. Yeah.
Yeah. He's everywhere.
Done a lot of stuff in his career.
Yeah.
That's a long history right there.
Yeah, he always pops up in these little bit parts. But he's like, The Burbs is probably his biggest role. He's actually like a supporting character in that. But
Epic music plays as the vault opens up.
I know. I'm like watching Theo. So excited. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Everyone that's, insane enough to break
we've been teasing, if you listen closely in the background, the little hints of the Oda Joey thing, like every time Hans is like walking around and whatnot. But yeah, the crescendo of it, it kind of hits. And again, Oda Joy, the villains having joy in what they're doing. So
they are.
So there you go.
And they find all this money.
Yeah, every single one of those bonds, every one of those pieces of paper is $100,000. That's crazy.
Holy!
Yeah, that's nuts.
Don't you wish we had that kind of money, Aubrey, to travel the country and go to all these Comic-Cons with our friends?
Oh my gosh! I think this would be like the best podcast if we had one of those.
Yeah, that's true.
Then
Yeah,
we
can
give
go
him
around-
helicopters, Ryan, right up the ass.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can take a
Robert
private, we
Davi.
can take a private helicopter to certain conventions. We can land on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and then
and
Aubrey, Austin, and I would walk in our cosplay outfits, be like, "Yo, we own this place."
rocking it.
That'd be interesting if we did that. By the way, if we all dressed up as different characters, or we dress up as characters from a particular franchise, we just walk into the door. That'd be cool. We could do a group cosplay photo shoot. That'd be a lot of fun.
There you go. That would be perfect. I'm
Yeah.
up for it.
Yeah, look at Austin. He's putting on his costume right now.
No, I'm. It's been in the 20s here. It's like it's getting dark.
Jeez.
So
Where are you?
no, I'm in Western North Carolina. So I had my heater on earlier. I turned it off, so I'm just putting this on because it's a little
Man,
chilly in the living
Yeah,
room.
now you're freezing. You're getting into your
no,
Home
I'm not-
Alone mode.
I'm not freezing. I'll kick it on after the movie, just not right now. So
Yeah, I have my
touche.
heater off, but we're like.
it's not my
30.
house heat. I have a tower heater that actually heats up like my whole living room pretty nicely after like
nice.
30 minutes or so. I don't have to turn on my house heat almost at all. It's great.
And now we have topless, of course.
Yeah,
for the
he's finally
ladies.
shed that.
Complain.
He shed the continuity wife beater finally. Yes, and so now we're just shirtless Bruce Willis.
Al, I'm starting to get a bad feeling up here. I want you to do something for me. I want you to find my wife.
Don't ask me
Don't
how,
ask
but
me
then you'll know how.
I want you to tell her something. No, this is getting real serious here.
No, he's really good in this scene. Like dramatically, he's great. This is one of Bruce Willis's best like moments in his whole career. Like acting wise, he's great in the scene. Really good.
Mm-hmm. Though it took me a while to figure out what a jerk I'd been. Yeah, he's been not so kind to his wife.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but then it's like weird because in the
Very-
sequels
very
they say they like.
similar to
But in the sequels they say they like split up and stuff. That's the one thing I don't like. It's just like that
Yeah,
weird
and Die Hard with a
stuff.
Vengeance, they broke up again, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Doesn't make
It's like-
sense.
That's like what they do at the beginning of Alien 3 that pisses me off. What they do to the characters from Aliens, like,
Yeah,
shit
they
like that.
just kill him off in the pond.
Yeah, God, dude, that makes me mad.
Why do you think
Like,
I don't like Alien 3 so much?
Well, I defend once I get past that, I'll defend it as a movie. I think it's a solid movie. Like I'm
Man,
an Alien 3 defender, but I don't like. I have to get past like that first 10 minutes. Yeah, it's.
gosh. I'm
It is
not a
what
big
it is.
fan of Alien 3, man.
I think there's some good stuff there. Like Fincher was going for something. Like he,
Eh,
but that's a whole nother topic for another day. So.
true. We
Oh
can
my
talk about
gosh, that scene with Bruce Willis where he's up
Yeah.
against the wall, he's
Yeah.
sweaty, he's panting, he's kind of tearing up. That's the same thing as the end of Fifth Element. I'm not lying, guys.
It
I'm
might
having
be,
super
yeah.
deja vu. Super deja vu. I
There you
never
go.
connected the two acting. But yes, oh my gosh, he does it. He repeats it in
Mhm.
both movies. There's like 3 or 4 scenes at least where he's just calling on the same character. I
Yeah.
wonder, future character, same character, different worlds. Like
Mm.
they're both got military backgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think he uses. No, he doesn't use a walkie-talkie in Die Hard 3.
Briefly, only when he's like in the cars traveling around with the guys at the beginning, like when they're talking to him, like in the back of the police car, they're about to drop him off and shit like that. When he's getting his first batch of instructions. But very, very briefly.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie, he's just using a cell phone.
Dude,
He's
he's
calling
using
him on
a
the phone.
telephone, but he's not
Yeah,
using
yeah.
a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, he's using like payphones and stuff. Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah,
running all
yeah.
over New York at that
The
point.
fact
Yeah.
that he has to go into a woman's house to use her phone. These are the cops.
Mhm.
Mm,
Like I feel like there was a better alternative, but okay.
Hey, you got to carry around those brick cell phones back in the
Right.
90s. You know what
With
I'm
the
saying?
giant
antennas. Yeah, right. And the ones you
You
can
throw
kill
it at somebody,
with.
they die. Okay, there's no angry throwing that phone. You're gonna shatter
Yeah.
your windshield.
There's a reason that Paul Heyman as Paulie Dangerously, when he was a manager in the 90s, used to hit people with a cell phone in the 90s and crack them in the back of the head. Those things were gigantic as a weapon.
Oh, that's semi-coma right there. Just
Mhm.
clunk.
man. And then he doesn't really use one in Die Hard 3, and then he uses the walkie-talkie, even if it's cyber stuff in Die Hard 4. Live Free or Die Hard.
Well, there's certain sequences where he's in a police car, so it makes sense. They're just
Yeah.
patching. They're just
He's using
patching
a
through the
CB
TV.
radio, yeah.
Yeah, not all the time. Sometimes.
I just find it funny he's using a walkie-talkie in most of these movies.
We're about to get the fight scene with him and Carl. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because he discovered what really is going on. upstairs.
Here
under
we
the
go. Now, Carl was the one that was the ballet dancer. You said
Yes, this guy, yeah, right
that
here. He's
is
the ballet.
amazing.
So watch this sequence because you'll
Real
see,
professionals.
yeah, all the crazy like high kicks he throws and how much he jumps all over the place, like
Yeah.
and the difference in styles because he's very that Bruce Willis is a complete and utter like brawler here, just
He's
fighting
just a
for his
brawler.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fighting for. But you see the coordination he does and how flexible it is. And this helicopter stuff,
there's
by the
the
way, was really
kicks.
dangerous. No, yeah, you'll see he does more here in a minute. But
Okay.
we cut back and
Choppers
forth
are coming.
between
The
this.
choppers are coming. It's the FBI.
Mhm.
Okay, time to go gather your flock, Miss Gennaro. Yeah, and here's William Atherton being a jerk.
Yeah,
Anybody
Oh
notice that?
no.
talking to the kids. Yeah.
Ah.
By the way, the girl who plays Lucy McLean looks kind of familiar. I feel like she was in another movie. I just can't replace her.
I
Probably.
don't know. I can look her up.
That's what
We'll
bugs
see.
me about this cast. I can't place some of these actors.
I mean, him running out of the office like that, like, no. I know who you are now.
Mrs.
Yeah.
McLean, nice to make your acquaintance. Everyone onto the roof. Lock them here. Get right back. Man, McLean is getting his behind given to him here.
Yeah,
He's taking a beating.
He's gonna start throwing these really high kicks and stuff, kicking him right in the chin. Boom,
Look at this, man. He keeps on kicking.
boom, nice jumping high kick. Boom, right to the chin.
Look at that. There's another one right there.
Yeah,
Right there. You see that?
Oh,
What are
you
those?
son
Steel-
of a bitch! I scar both their fucking neck. It's just so guttural. It's great.
Talking trash, man.
Yeah, it sure is.
By the way, Derpy Entertainment wants us to know I'm still here, folks.
Hey.
Guess what, Derpy
See,
Entertainment? We're
you know
glad
what
that
it
you're here
is?
too.
I bet you got so into the movie you forgot to comment, right? It's so good, you just forget
So
to.
good
you
that
More
know?
it's-
helicopters. More helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Derpy Entertainment, thanks for being here. And for all of you who are
Yes.
commenting or listening or watching this, we appreciate each and every single one of you for being with us. This has been a lot of fun thus far.
I don't see anybody in the. Okay, never. I finally found her. Lucy McLean, Taylor Fry. The IMDb picture is very
Oh,
young.
thank
She's in North. She's the sister.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
that's the only other thing. She's in A Little Princess in '95. If you've seen that movie.
Mm.
Only 4 credits though. That's pretty much it. Or a couple of credits.
Well, McLean can't answer right now because he's having his ass handed to him.
McLean, are you there?
She was in.
Right?
She was in an episode of the. She was in the pilot episode of the Uncle Buck TV series in 1990.
geez.
Oh, Uncle Buck. You want to talk about it?
There was a TV series based off of that?
For a minute, and then there was a reboot one recently. Yeah.
Oh.
Uncle Buck, by the way, 89, one of my favorite comedies, turns 25 next year. Just
Oh,
saying.
you mean 35?
35. Yeah, I love Uncle
Oh.
Buck.
That came out in 89?
My
Jeez.
favorite John Candy
Wow.
movie. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's your favorite Candy movie?
Love John Candy in that movie. Yeah, he's great. Oh yeah.
Well, when he makes you giant pancakes for breakfast, I guess it's
Mhm.
hard to say no, right?
When he's answering Macaulay Culkin's 20 questions, yeah, it's great.
Are you married? No.
Do you live here? Where do you live? What do you do? Are you married? No.
You guys
Why, do you have kids? No. Why not? It's a long story. Why aren't you married? It's an even longer story.
So I think that is the point in the
Boom.
movie. Is that the point in the movie where we see McLean's wife start showing off her bra?
Well, because it was the 80s, so we had to have a little titillation here and there. You
Whoa,
know?
whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Apparently.
Not to get too
I'm just saying,
heavy-handed
if
here.
Alan Rickman came up to me that close in my face,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would look how she looked right there. I'd be like, like, okay, oh.
Remember the last section here where the kid talks about Ryan? Like a Die Hard. The guy, he's hanging out there, you think he's dead, and then in the end, he comes back.
What? Oh, yeah, he mentions that, but what scene is that in? What scene is that in?
He's saying, after the cars crash in the alley and he plays chicken, he's like, can you just go check and see if they're dead? And he's
This
like,
guy-
yes, look, they're
Oh.
dead. He's like, can you make sure? It's like a Die Hard. Remember? We think he's dead and in the end he comes back. You know? Yeah.
Oh,
So wait, how many war references have we had in this movie? Because we just got mentioned
Not a lot.
Saigon.
We only had a few. Or
So
very
we-
few.
It's
Or-
mostly, these Johnson guys are definitely like Vietnam veterans, because they're talking about
It's like,
Saigon.
Saigon. I was in middle school, dickhead.
This is some good helicopter stuff, by the way, some flying. This is
Yeah.
dangerous shit, actually.
What was I going to say earlier?
Oh no, Al Young just got shot, Ryan. He's dead.
Oh, McClane takes him out though.
Yeah, he takes him out on the stairs.
Takes him
Yeah,
out
he's
though.
dead.
Takes him out on the stairs. Gosh, man.
What is he yelling
Holly?
at?
Holly Gennaro.
Where's Holly? Where's Holly? They took her. The vault. Where's the vault? It's on the 30th floor. They took her. Get downstairs, everybody.
I'm gonna take out this asshole. I'm gonna take him out.
I recognize that pilot. I swear I recognize that helicopter pilot from something else.
Look him up and see.
Guess we'll have to Google that.
Right there. That guy right there.
Your resident fact checker. I got you covered.
Let's see. Gosh. By the way, where do the hostages end up going? Do they go back to the 30th floor or they go lower than that?
Just go back down to that mechanical floor, I think, like just the one below it. Yeah. Just to get out of the way.
But isn't that the one that has all the detonators and stuff on it?
No, they're on the roof. They're all
they're going down.
They're gonna blow the roof.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just wondering where the hostages end up at the end of this movie because I see them going down the stairs, but I don't remember what floor they got on.
I think they just start running down the stairs in general and go all the way down to the bottom. They just
they're trying to exit the building
because they end up just coming out of the building. Yeah,
I think they exit the building, don't they?
Because they lock down the elevator, so they just start going down the stairs. Like
okay, never mind.
Okay, so would this actually work? Would that
now I know where they were this whole time. They go down the stairs, but they go back down to the lobby. Never mind.
He's like he wound that
fire hose
around him, but it's flat right now. Would that work potentially? I feel like maybe
but you see, it kind of works and it kind of doesn't because the thing pops out of the hinges, and then just gets stuck. So I mean, it definitely doesn't hold its weight. I mean, it would work. I mean, those fire hoses are strong, the actual material, so it would work as a rope.
Weird because I feel like it would hold his weight.
It would. It's just, but the actual wheel doesn't hold its weight. That's the problem.
Yeah,
like it's got two screws in the wall. It's not made to be yanked out of the wall or whatever.
That jump and then explosion.
It's a great. He's jumping off a parking structure for the scene, by the way. Yeah, and he's jumping. That was really Bruce Willis, but jumping off the roof though.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's doing a controlled descent on this thing. Yeah, off a parking garage.
Talk about commitment to your character, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thing goes up. Bam.
Yeah.
Smacks into the roof. Or smacks into the window.
The blood on the glass is a nice touch, though, just to remind us of that.
Yeah, to keep
us reminded how hurt he is. Yeah, and he got shot too.
Yeah, he got shot in the shoulder blade, didn't he?
Yeah, like while he was turning the corner. Yeah, he got shot in the arm or the shoulder. Yeah.
I think it was a shoulder blade.
And then just to add more to it, the wheel falling off the roof.
Right?
Right. As he's sliding, the panic, trying to undo the thing.
Oh man, he's like, "Let me undo the knot. Let me undo the knot. I can't get it."
I love the actual fear that he puts on his face.
Oh yeah, no,
that is the moment of really.
Well, imagine going through all that and then you get pulled off the thing by the fire hose. Like that would suck.
A giant fire hose, no doubt.
Yeah.
Everybody's running. They're going down the stairs, definitely.
Yeah,
and the helicopter's going down. Now that is so.
Yeah, and then Gleason says, "I guess we're going to need more FBI guys now."
Oh yeah.
Boom!
Look at
Jump
this.
in the water.
Thing just goes.
Yep.
Dives back into
There's gonna be a lot of people out of work.
I'm telling you, the explosions in this movie are just insane.
Yeah.
The way they're able to do it with practical effects.
Look at. This is where we were with the party. Like, look at it. It's wrecked. It's great. This is great.
It's destroyed, man.
Great stuff. Yeah, this is great. But it's all practical. The progression, I love it.
Yeah, and the probability that they did this, in pieces and did not have to replace some of the set. You're trying to keep on budget. That's like a very difficult thing when you've got explosions. You might have to clear that whole set and restart from the beginning.
Now, what's interesting is the outside of this building. So remember, the Nakatomi building, the actual building that they're shooting kind of outside of or whatever, is a real office building. So every time they filmed overnight, they would have to have everything completely cleared by the morning for the actual office workers to come in and work. So they filmed all these like overnights and weekends and stuff on the exteriors of the tops, and they would have to clear it all out for the regular people to go to work.
95% of this movie was night shoots.
Yeah.
That's great though, because it really showed. It really did.
And Bruce Willis did kind of like what Michael J. Fox did with Back to the Future, where he's filming Moonlighting during the day, and then he's coming to the set of Die Hard at night and filming Die Hard. So, which is crazy.
He must have been so exhausted when this was over.
Oh yeah, no, just like Michael J. Fox was doing Family Ties, and at night he was shooting Back to the Future.
He was sleeping in the car on the way to set too.
Like 2 hours of sleep, every day.
Michael J. Fox was.
Here's Argyle going to get his hero moment, though. Here it comes.
Oh, nice. Hit him so hard that window popped out the back of the ambulance.
Oh,
and then he runs out, and he really punched this guy in the face, by the way.
Oh, really? Did he?
Yeah, he punched him for real. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great that they let that happen because you can really get genuine reactions.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but the guy actually said it was okay with him getting hit or whatever, so it's fine.
Oh, there goes some of the bearer bonds.
Yeah. I might be like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour and tuck some of those in my shirt.
And this moment right here is like so many memes, so many moments.
But what a shot. Look at this stuff with the sparks coming out the back and the lighting. It's a great shot. Great cinematography.
Look at Holly. She can't believe it.
Yeah, great lighting. This is good stuff.
The plane is wrecked.
Hats off to Jan de Bont for his work on this movie.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, I will give him that. Jan de Bont. Good job. Good
Jan de Bont. Oh, there's our Texas man from earlier, our guard. I got $50 on this game.
Right? There we go.
That's what this is all about.
Fucking robbery.
Yeah. Put down the gun.
What'd you have to hit the building, Hans?
Whole building, Hans. Well, still $600. You can disappear. It's still $600 million. They'll find you unless they think you're already dead. Now put down the gun. Holly's in shock. She's like, "No way, you're gonna put that gun down. That's your only way out of here. This is mine."
See, you know something's up though when he does the very exaggerated hands over the head. You know what I mean? Very deliberate.
Americans all alike. John Wayne doesn't get to walk off.
Gary Cooper, asshole.
That was Gary Cooper. Enough jokes. You would have made a pretty good cowboy yourself, Hans. Oh yeah. What was it you said to me?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay. Oh man, the tension is so good here.
That's the best, yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've only seen one cosplay, I have to say, as a cosplayer. I've only seen one cosplay where they had tape on the back where they actually drew the holly on there.
Yeah,
and that was a good cosplay, I have to say. Taping the gun to the back.
That's at least that person put some effort into their detail for sure. Yeah.
If you're a cosplayer and you're doing Die Hard, you need.
But then what comes back here, Ryan? What comes back? The watch. The
watch that Holly got earlier in the film.
Mm-hmm. Somehow miraculous.
Oh, she's wearing it.
I don't think Die Hard gets enough credit for the great scripting and the setups and payoffs as like something like Back to the Future does, but it's just as good with all the little setups and payoffs throughout the whole movie. Because we're not even done with them. We still haven't even gotten to the Al thing here in a little bit. So
the surprise on his face is just so good.
This is the meme that gets thrown around a lot, where people say it's not Christmas until Hans Gruber gets thrown off the Nakatomi building.
That's fair.
Anyone notice that on the interweb?
This is a real stunt guy, by the way, doing a controlled descent. It's pretty cool.
Really?
It's a real dude.
Really? From over 300 feet in the air?
But what it is you can see he doesn't fall supernaturally. He's kind of like doing this sort of thing as he's falling, back and forth. That's a real stunt guy, but he's on a wire and they're controlling how his thing, and then they stop him.
Oh, I need to know what she said to him, or if she was giggling when he smeared that much fake blood on him. Because I have to say, if you look at the actress's face, it's like she's trying to not laugh after he just smooches so hard and then like smears it across the side of her face.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
and after this it's like, he really should be going to the hospital though.
He should be really. They're just gonna make out.
I know. This
it's Christmas.
The one weird part of this ending is when they. I mean, we're not totally to the ending yet, but like how they just like leave with Argyle. It's like no, A, he would be going to the hospital first, and B, he would be debriefing with Dwayne for a while.
Oh yeah. They wouldn't let him leave. You
can't just go home.
No. Yeah.
But
he's definitely in shock there, and then he gets to meet his buddy.
But no, this is so great because they don't really say anything. They just laugh. They know it. They know it without even seeing each other. He just knows who it is. He knows it's Al. Like he knows. This look is great. Yeah, it's awesome. Just the nod, the laughing. It's great.
It's like that guy helped me through this, you know.
Oh no, yeah, we're buddies now for life.
Yep.
We're bros for life.
Undeniably.
We bros. Yeah, we bros. Yeah, it's not even any words. It's just laughing. It's great.
They're just staring at each other. She's like, "Do you need a moment?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like comrade in arms in that moment.
Of course. They're both cops. You know, it's they're brothers. Helped each other out. It's my wife, Holly. Got yourself a good man.
And she introduces herself as Holly McLean.
Holly McLean, yes, that's
she
very
does. She
key.
makes a point of it, you know?
She's over. They're both over it. You got to move on.
Right?
Stop the petty nonsense and move on, all right? Get back together already. You got things to answer for, mister. Yeah, no, he would definitely be like debriefing at the police station after a hospital.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, he's back. Carl's back. Oh, no.
Carl.
Yeah, I know we can't hear it right now, but yeah, the sound that Al's gun makes is pretty hefty. It's like ka-choom, ka-choom, ka-choom.
And his look, you know.
Oh yeah, no, the look on his face, yeah, after he does it. They use some Aliens music here, by the way.
Oh my goodness, do they? Oh, nice.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of Aliens music when she comes through with the power loader at the end. Yep. But it's cool because it's also a Fox movie, so that's fine.
Right.
Yep.
And this is such an intense moment right there.
Oh yeah, super intense.
When he has to put aside, you know, the thing that's been
haunting
him to save somebody that he's like now comrades with is very poetic.
And here comes Argyle. All right.
Right? Whoa. This one's with me.
A little fashionably late, Argyle. Man, if this is y'all's idea of Christmas, I gotta be here for New Year's.
Oh, yep.
Of course. But I like the rapid fire, all the wrap ups here. Yeah, you get the William Atherton thing.
There we go. There we go. See,
now
that
stuff with Al, stuff with Argyle. Yeah, all the quick wrap ups here. I like it. Oh yeah.
Nobody says anything about her punching the TV guy though.
Yeah.
He
like that's his fault,
man. He deserves it. He knows he deserves it. Come on now.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
This is your idea of Christmas. I got to be here for New Year's.
Yeah. Right. Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
Yeah, I wonder what a New Year's Die Hard movie would be like.
Since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. There you go.
Man.
See, yeah, come on. They even end it with "Let It Snow" over the credits. It's a Christmas movie, God damn it. Okay, enough.
And that already. Is one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Exactly. See,
tell us how you really feel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of what we call Die Hard's 35th anniversary spectacular here at Movie Watch Along. This was educational, to say the least. I want to turn things over to our lovely panelists here for just a moment because, Aubrey, I got to know something here. What were your final thoughts on Die Hard? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give it?
I don't think you can give Die Hard anything but a 10. Whether you're talking about action, kind of sappy romance, whether it be just buddy romance or the blooming romance of an old flame. Honestly, this is 10 out of 10. Honestly, for anybody, it should be a watch. You should never have your bucket list not have this on here if you've never seen this movie. It is a Christmas movie. There is no argument against that as far as I'm concerned. I am on the side. This is a Christmas movie and a great one.
Yippee-ki-yay. With that being, it's, oh my gosh. Thank you for sharing that with us, Aubrey. Appreciate it greatly. 100%. Austin. 316 says, well, it doesn't say this. But Austin, I'm just curious. Sorry, pro wrestling reference aside. What are your final thoughts on the movie known as Die Hard? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give the original John McClane?
Die Hard's a perfect film. And we talk a lot about perfect films, and what constitutes that. Yes, there are little minor things, but when we talk about a perfect film, what we mean in Hollywood terms is those movies that, again, have perfect character development, perfect location development, perfect villain development, again, perfect kind of relationships and payoffs and setups and, use of score, use of cinematography. Die Hard checks all the boxes. There's a reason this is a cornerstone action movie that created its own subgenre of action movies of the Die Hard on a whatever movie, because this is the one that started it and made it what it is. And there were so many, clones or knockoffs or whatever you want to call it. Again, to varying degree, I like some of those movies, but I'm saying this is the movie that created, that subgenre of action movies. And anyone that could do that and have so many imitators and duplicators is an absolute classic of the genre. And again, not just of an action movie. You have great dramatic moments. You have really good acting. Again, you have smart characters who you can get invested in. You have smart villains, smart heroes, the perfect little side characters. Again, the things I was talking about throughout the movie, the little side characters, little side bits, or little people that pop off that make the movie so charismatic and so much fun to watch. The fact that the villains are having fun. It's all a movie that makes, it's an ode to joy as the music is in the movie, and it's just a fun movie to watch, but one that you can also get invested in and really dig into and really see the scripted work, really see the direction at work. We talked about John Materian's direction, Jan de Bont's cinematography, the score. I forget the guy who did the score. I apologize. But yeah, the scoring of the movie is excellent. All the music cues, the Foley work, everything is perfect in this movie. And there's a reason. Yeah, it's an action movie that has stood the test of time and has really become a bona fide classic. Yeah, all these years later. It's a perfect film.
My goodness, interesting thoughts. So for me, look, I came into this late. I didn't watch the original Die Hard until some years ago because I grew up, like I said, as a kid in the 90s, and I grew up on movies such as Die Hard with a Vengeance, among many other action thriller films. So I saw everything in reverse, but after watching this a couple more times throughout the last couple of years, especially within the last couple of weeks, I've been rewatching this movie to get ready for this show. It's called Research, folks. It's a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, this movie grows on me more and more every time, and I'm digging it more and more every time. I love the zingers. I like the Mayday anyone copy on Channel 9 sequence. It's just it's priceless in my opinion. So in my opinion, after watching this and giving this a lot of thought and watching it a couple more times over the last several weeks to prepare for this show and just to watch it because it's the holiday spirit, let's be honest. I'm going to go with a 10 out of 10. Yeah. When we do another episode, because we're going to do this somewhere down the line in 2024, if you want to go back and check out this special that we did called Perfect Movies, where each panelist gave 5 movies that they consider to be near perfect or perfect in their minds, respectively. If we bring that back in 2024, which I'm hoping that we do, and if you do want to see that, let us know on social media. I think Die Hard's going to end up in my next list of 5 movies because, to me,
I could bring you a very unique list of movies that people may not think about for that list at all. I could give you several that I think are perfect. Yes, and that people don't think about.
That's completely fair, and you may be in on that show. We may have some other. We're going to have some other special guests in on that show. It's going to be a lot of fun once we get the times and the dates settled there. But that's details are to be announced. But back to Die Hard, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I love it. It's fun. It's got zingers. It's got serious dramatic moments. It's got Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight. I mean, nobody says none of that in today's society unless you grew up watching Die Hard and you quote it at work or at school, whatever, without getting into some of the curse words because we don't want to for younger kids anyway. But with that being said, this is a near perfect movie, if not a perfect movie. I think it's a great film. It's solid fun from beginning to end. It gets you into the plot. It gives you plenty of enough exposition to understand what's going on with the characters, enough to what's going on with the situation that's going on in Nakatomi Plaza. and great singers. And Alan Rickman's a boss.
Mhm.
So, he does it right off into Sunset Base Caddy. That's Gary Cooper. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Movie Watch Along is wrapping up for the season of 2023. But you know what? This has been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed this. We hope you who are watching or listening to our past episodes with this episode have enjoyed it. We are going to have a lot more Movie Watch Alongs. We hope to in 2024, because I'm looking at the list and I got to tell you, 2024 is going to be a very tough year.
Stacked.
It's going to be a very tough year for us at Movie Watch Along, because there are so many great films from many different genres and many different stars, many different directors that turn a certain age next year, respectively. But we'll get more into that later. So this has been a lot of fun. If you've never seen this movie, Die Hard, check it out. Feel free to go back and watch this. It's a blast for sure. Whether it's a Christmas movie or not, who cares? It's just a fun movie. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome. It is. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying that.
It is. Thank you, Bruce Willis. Thank you, Bruce Willis.
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah,
Yes.
Our hearts and our minds and our thoughts and our prayers go out to Bruce Willis and his family, his friends, everything that Bruce Willis is struggling with right now with regards to his medical condition, dementia. Not an easy thing. Exactly. Aubrey dressed up and perfectly for this occasion. Austin did as well. I just wore an Action Trilogy T-shirt with Indiana Jones on it, so sorry. But this has been a lot of fun. So, Austin, where can the person watching or listening to this follow you on social media?
Yeah, mostly you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is right there below my name. It is called the Movie Hero Network. We would greatly appreciate a chance to earn your subscription over there. I'm not just going to blind you tell you to subscribe. Come over there and check us out. See what we got going on. We have tons and tons of shows and content. Ryan has been on several of our shows, especially Seen and Heard Movie Trivia. We just had our Seen and Heard Movie Trivia free-for-all, basically movie trivia schmodown style free-for-all. Go check that out if you've never seen and Heard. Go see that. We have tier ranker fights, tournament fights, a podcast about movies, Podcast League Now, Recast. We have Wheel of Movies, all kinds of different content over there, all throughout every week. So go check that out. You can find me co-hosting most of that stuff over there. Please and thank you so much for having me as usual, Ryan. I appreciate it. But yeah, Movie Hero Network for all your movie hero needs.
Boy, that's a lot of flavors. 31 flavors. I love it.
Oh yeah, 31 flavors of Movie Hero.
I love it, man. Because movies are awesome.
You should just see my my Google Calendar. Is full of Movie Hero shows I do constantly. I mean, like every week is just full of stuff. I mean, look at all that stuff on my calendar. These are all shows I do. Like, my Google Calendar is nothing but shows. All kinds of stuff. See, there's Die Hard, Watch Along right there. Lonely March tomorrow night. Tier ranker fights. We take a little bit of Christmas. Back with Home Alone, Wheel of Movies, podcast underrated, most anticipated tournament, all kinds of stuff, as well as whatever else comes up throughout the week. Yes.
You're a strange, incredible person, but we love you anyway.
I'm in demand. What can I say? I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're a popular fellow. Aubrey, the newest comer to the Movie Watch Along and the End I Quote channel. We are so grateful for your presence and for you being here with us. But if a person is watching or listening to this and they want to find out more about you and the incredible things you're doing over there, whether it's the stuff you do on the side or you do with Back of the Cereal Box, where can they follow you?
You can find me on Dawning Even K on Instagram. Most of the time, that is my home. I'm a little bit on Facebook, but I'm mostly on Instagram. You can find me Saturday mornings once we're back on Back of the Cereal Box. And I have a few other things in the works. And I also dress up as a costume character if you ever need.
If you ever need what? I'm sorry, I think you cut out there that last
for a second. Yeah.
I also dress up as a costume character if anyone ever needs to hire a costume character.
Oh, professional cosplayer, if you will, right? That's right.
Yeah. She's got mad skills, man.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I mean, look at her T-shirt for tonight. She did this in less than 2 minutes. It's amazing.
That's right.
Great. It's called creativity, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to look it up in the dictionary. My name is Ryan of Van I Quote channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for my regular accounts, Ryan RPM5. Check us out on all forms of social media. Links are located in the description below. This has been a great year and a great time. We got lots of plans for 2024. The only question is how many movies are we going to be able to get through, because there's a plethora of movie anniversaries.
One every week, Ryan. We're going to hit them all. Let's do it.
One every week? I mean,
I'm just kidding.
That's a lot of work. But it might be fun if whoever else wants to join in on that. But if you're interested in learning if you want to know some of the craziness that ensues, we're this close to hitting 1,000. And once we do, we're going to throw a great big live stream celebration. It's going to include returning guests, some special guests, and special giveaways that you, our incredible fans / subscribers, could be eligible to win, such as 11x17 prints featuring your favorite characters from different fandoms by the Art of Pinto on Instagram. Make sure you're following him. Also, if you want to support the show, buy us a coffee, or in our case, buy us a pizza like the Ninja Turtles. Links are cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. And if you want some merch, because it's wintertime and you're looking for a new hoodie or a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or stickers to put on your tumblers or something, or if you want a coffee mug, we got plenty of those too. They're available right now. The link is in our bio, so definitely check all that wonderful stuff out, and we appreciate all of your support. This has been a great year. This has been a great time. Movie Watch Along has grown by leaps and bounds. And also I want to thank our graphics individual, Case, the Dutch Star Wars guy of YouTube. All the new graphics and thumbnails that you see before you are his doing. So Case, thank you for making us look more styling, profiling, and more professional here in the studio, because these graphics are great, the thumbnails are great, and we appreciate your support because, hey, indie supports indie. We pay it forward around here because teamwork makes the dream work. That's how we do it. So thank you all for being here. I want to thank, once again, thank you to Austin. Thank you to Aubrey, both of you, for being here. You're stellar people. We hope to have you on the next season of Movie Watch Along. But in the meantime, stay healthy, stay strong, stay safe. Happy holidays to each and every single one of you. And remember, most importantly, life is better when watching movies. Take a look.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay.
You're the wrong guy in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Story of my life.
This is simply the beginning.
Sorry, Hans, wrong guess.
There's the right way.
It's a bad idea.
Freedom. Not yet. The wrong way. And there's McClane's way.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Where the hell are you going, McClane?
I know what I'm doing.
Not even God knows what you're doing.
Happy trails, Hans.
The Die Hard Collection.
We get together, have a few laughs.
All right, I'm a little tired, I'm a little wired, and I think I deserve a little appreciation.